you know what? You guys, this is where the national podcast thing turns disgusting.
Why?
Because you just turn into the national
all right,
media.
all right, fine. All right, new segment alert. Hank, do the
National
new segment.
podcast thing turns disgusting.
Okay, new segment. Regional podcast.
Philly.
Philly.
All right, Philly.
Hey,
welcome back to Locked On Sixers.
Listen,
No,
yeah,
that'll be
we've
worse.
won
That'll
2
be worse.
games. We're about to be losing to the Wizards in the standings, but like Joel's done so much for our cities, you know. So
No.
it's like we got to give him some respect.
I think
No.
it's disgusting what some of the reporters in the locker room are trying to do to divide us. We need to be unified, and we're a great team. I don't think that we change anything. We don't change anything except maybe we keep the fucking reporters out of the locker room.
Well, respectfully, Anthony and Gino, I disagree. Joel Embiid's a bum. He's a bum. He doesn't respect the hardworking people of Philadelphia.
You want a gold
I
medal.
get up
you
at
want a gold medal.
every morning, 5 o'clock. Think about the construction workers and the trash workers, and Joel Embiid can't be there at 10 a.m. for a shoot around. On today's part of my take, we have our good friend Patrick Beverley, in studio, talking some ball with him. He's back from Israel for 10 days. Little break in the action. Talk some ball with him. Talk Joel Embiid. Maybe trouble in paradise in Philadelphia. We got hot seat, cool throne. College football rankings. We have 2 weeks and then conference championship week left in the season. We're getting down to it. Big time debates going on. We're going to talk Monday Night Football. The Cowboys are dead. And then we have Pardon Your Take with some really good ones. And it's all brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. The NBA is finally back. Here's a way to get even more into the action following your favorite players playing Pick 6 from DraftKings, an official partner of the NBA. It's super simple to get started. First, download the DraftKings Pick 6 app, then select 2 or more players and choose if they'll have more or less of a stat, like points, rebounds, three-pointers, and more. Track your picks for a shot at huge cash prizes. That's all there is to it. Pick 6 is available in most states, including California, Texas, Georgia, Missouri, and more. And for all first-time Pick 6 players, check this out. New customers play $5, get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Hoop it up all season long with the newest, most fun way to play fantasy sports. Pick 6 from DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code TAKE. That's code TAKE for new customers to play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits only on DraftKings. Pick 6, the crown is yours. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Part of My Take, presented by DraftKings. Hoop it up all season with the newest, most fun way to play fantasy sports. Pick 6 from DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now. Use code TAKE. That's code TAKE for new customers to play $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits only on DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Today is Wednesday, November 20th, and the Dallas Cowboys are deader than dead. It was already dead, but now it's really, really dead, and they're pathetic, and they shouldn't be on TV. But, oh, wait, we still have them on Monday Night Football that they can't flex because there's a Simpsons broadcast.
And also because it's the Cowboys. I think that's a convenient excuse because I don't think that they would ever flex the Cowboys. Because what you could get with any Dallas game is exactly what you got last night, which is chaos, the building falling apart in Dallas before the game. And it still got 17 million viewers.
That's Monday Night Football, too.
Yeah, but also primetime games, Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football.
I'm good with not having to watch the Cowboys anymore. They're really bad.
Listen,
they're not even fun bad.
I am too, but guess what? People in general are going to watch the Dallas Cowboys if they're on primetime. That's the thing about them, and it sucks. But the Simpsons broadcast, that'll be fun to see the team just completely implode. As I hope that Mike McCarthy is either Chief Wiggum. That'd be the perfect fit as Chief Wiggum, or maybe just Smithers on the sideline. And Mr. Burns needs to be Jerry Jones.
I mean, I'm going to have to watch that broadcast because it's going to suck having to watch the Cowboys again. It's just not. It's not fun. Cooper Rush, not fun.
Why don't they start Trey Lance?
He's probably not good.
But he's not Cooper Rush.
Right, but he's probably not good.
But why not at this point?
I think you got to be at least like there's a level of competency that maybe he hasn't achieved.
I guess, but I mean, you traded a draft pick for him.
Yeah, what was it, like a 7th rounder?
No, I think it's higher than that.
Was it?
Yeah.
I mean, stupid.
I don't think that's that uncommon of a take to say that they should just try to start Trey Lance. For
Yeah, I'm sure they will at some point. It was a 4th rounder. I'm sure they will at some point. I would assume there's got to be a reason he's not playing.
You know what the saddest
Like,
part?
I think they will now, maybe because they're so bad and it's over. But I think this was the last moment where they're like, hey, maybe we'll win a game and change it around. It's not there.
You know what the saddest part to me is watching Cooper Rush play quarterback for this team when he does the "Here we go" that Dak does.
The Dak.
He needs to come up with his own cadence.
Yeah.
Don't just try to do like a cover of Dak Prescott's already annoying "Here we go."
It's very, very bad. The Cowboys are very, very bad. Jerry's very, very bad. I feel like the fans have fully turned on him. He's like in late stage, like dementia, like weird, like he's giving these press conferences after. He's like, I've been here for bad teams and bad years happen. It's like, yeah, we get it, but this team sucks and you had no contingent. And they're getting hit. It's getting hidden by the fact that Dak Prescott got hurt. They sucked before that.
Oh, well before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Their defense stinks.
This isn't just that Dak Prescott got hurt. Our year went to shit. It was bad before that.
Yeah, it was already bad. Your running back, your play at the running back position from week 1 was awful.
Yeah.
They're bad team.
And the Texans get a little mojo going right with just never trailing in that game, just whooping up on them. That's got to feel good.
That first play should have counted.
Yeah, I know.
It was such a good first play, too.
It also was just classic for Laramie Tunsil. They probably practiced that play all week, and then he was like, he just didn't do it right.
Yeah.
He's the king of penalties. But yeah, the Texans, like, I don't really know where. I think the Texans are still in that second tier in the AFC where they could maybe win a playoff game. I just don't know. I feel like they just don't have enough against a Bills, Ravens, Steelers, Chiefs.
So
Chargers. Like what you just described is the Chargers, second tier.
No, yes. You didn't let me finish. Thanks for waking up, Hank. You didn't let me finish. I was going to say Chargers.
Hank might put
8 o'clock at night.
Hank
I was
saying
gonna
a couple
say
minutes
Chargers.
ago he might put a juicy little future on the Chargers. That'd be a sharp
He's
bet.
just trolling me.
That'd be a sharp bet.
You're going to be so mad if the Chargers win a playoff game.
No.
Yeah, you will.
No.
Yeah, you will. You'll get a little bit upset.
No. Zero fear.
Okay,
Yeah.
so if you're the Cowboys, one thing I didn't understand last night, your season's over, right? You're not gonna win anything. You've long since given up on that. Why not just let Brandon Aubrey have that 64-yard field goal?
He like barely even kicked it.
It looked like a practice kick.
It was
that
nuts.
I understand the idea that, okay, they called a penalty, which, by the way,
no, never take points off the board.
never take points off the board. Yeah,
you learned that a long time ago.
Yeah, coach, you don't want to take 3 points. You never know what could happen. Yeah, but you got your drive extended, so you're trying to score a touchdown. But,
Yeah.
as a Bears fan, did that piss you off that they called a slap to the head, which hasn't been called in decades?
No, listen, Matt
And they
Eberflus
didn't
already
call
he already
running
put it
over
in.
the center's face.
He sent it into the league. I'm sure we'll fix everything. I don't like you, Hank. I'm stuck on the Chargers thing. By the way,
You just named 5 AFC teams and you didn't name the Chargers.
but hold on.
And the way you described
I want to
the
play
Texans
back. I want to
is
play back
perfect.
the.
It was the perfect
what was
description
the,
of the
what was the
Chargers where
original?
They might win a playoff
Hold
game.
on.
They're not beating the Chiefs.
Hold on.
Bills.
What was the original bet though? I said that. Now I obviously believe in them fully, but the original bet that we all put in together was I don't think the Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl, but they are at 45-1 insane odds because they're a playoff team and they could play. They could basically beat anyone in a 1-game elimination setting.
And then I've been telling you like you're going to cash out.
Okay,
right?
all right. So then we agree. We agree to disagree.
No,
Jay Billis.
No.
Jay Billis agreed to disagree. Disingenuous.
You're disagreeing with yourself.
No, you're just being
You're
disingenuous.
disagreeing with your past self.
That's true. But that happens all the
And
time.
Oh.
you're taking it out on me.
I feel like
no.
the
Then
reason why
Hank, you're arguing with a ghost right now. You're
Yeah.
arguing with something
I'm
that
arguing
doesn't
with
exist
Big
anymore.
Cat's
That was
correct logic.
That was old Big
And
Cat.
Big
Not new
Cat's
Big Cat.
incorrect logic is arguing with his
what
correct
I'm
logic.
arguing. I'm taking it out on you because I feel like the Chargers are basically the only thing you care about now.
No.
Because you were trolling me before, and like I think it's giving you life. So actually, you should thank
we
me.
talked about it. We did talk about it on the show. It's like when you cash out of a future, you're not going to root for it.
Yeah, you're rooting against it, but you should thank me for giving you life. You have purpose.
That's
you
fact.
have
This
purpose.
is an
fact.
abusive relationship
That
right
is
here.
fact, yeah.
Front row tickets to gaslighting.
Well, he reverse gaslit me.
There we go.
Yeah.
Let's keep going.
Me reverse gaslighting you is just you saying things that you said previously.
Sorry. You know what? I want to talk to Max and Max only. Sorry that I came up with a bet that all the boys could ride on and we could have fun and root for it together, and then half of the boys cashed out. Sorry. Sorry, I was rooting for that.
I'm still in. But
Thank you, Max. I thought it would be fun.
No, you didn't let him play the butt.
Oh,
no, my butt was going to be that before the show, we were all silent. And then Hank just whispers into the mic. He goes, Chargers is pretty good.
Yeah, see, he's trolling
Like,
me.
like,
yes, that's
no
right.
one was talking. And
Correct.
Hank just was like,
He's trolling me.
I think the Chargers.
Can you at least admit that, PFT? I know you're
What?
taking Hank's side, but he's trolling me.
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he is, but I
he's
can't
doing a
gaslight
great
someone
job.
who's trolling me. Sorry that I did something that we all could do together, and then, listen, I know I got Max. Max will always have my back. Everyone else just bailed on me.
Listen, I have not had a good gambling season, and responsibly I cashed out of it. Jerry got way madder than you about the cash out. Jerry approached me one-on-one, pulled me aside, and had a sit-down with me about why I would cash out on his Steelers. And I didn't have a good answer for him.
No, I'm not mad. I just liked it was fun to do it as a
Steelers-
crew. It was
Steelers
fun
have
to
a
do it as a crew. Travis Hunter's been fun for us. It was fun to do it as a crew. And then I found out we don't do it as a crew. I like friendship.
Wait, you cash out of Travis Hunter too?
No.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
I'm
Diamond
because
hands.
because I can't. They literally won't give it one. If there was, they would have.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't check DraftKings
Yeah.
3 times a day to see if they've
No
given
more-
me an option
Max,
to cash out on
you and
Travis
I,
Hunter or an option
the two of
to
us-
draft out to cash out on Lamar Jackson.
Max, the two of us will do friend bets together. Okay,
Love it.
We'll ride.
Love
we'll
it.
ride.
Can he cash out or no?
Yeah, if we talk about it, we did say if he says, hey, remember how we talked about this? I'm going to cash out. I'd be like, yeah, you guys cash out for a loss. The whole point was to cash out for a win.
I don't know if I did.
Yes, you did. You 100% did. There's no chance. No chance. No chance.
So Cowboys Texans. The Texans.
I don't even care about this game anymore. I mean, that game sucked. What
just-
are we even pretending about?
I just want to say that the Texans. you said that they're in that second tier with the Chargers.
no,
And
Chargers are in the first tier.
Chargers are in the first tier.
Yeah.
I think that the Texans are exactly the same type of team that they were last year. The difference is that CJ Stroud's in his second season. I think everybody expected them to be in that top tier of the AFC.
Yeah.
And because they're just a very good team, we're like kind of silently disappointed in them.
Well, their offensive line is not great, and they've obviously had some injuries. It's good that Nico's back because he's awesome. I do think that we just expected CJ Stroud to go into infinity. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, that was his rookie year. He'll just be the best quarterback of all time.
Yeah, we expected him to be better than Patrick Mahomes. In
he's
his second
just
season.
what he is, which is a good quarterback.
Yeah, I think he's a very good
He's
quarterback.
had an up and down year. There's
Yeah.
been some not great games.
They haven't really blown any. Have they blown anybody out? I just remember the Texans.
I mean,
being
last night.
Yeah, being in a shitload of close games, especially against teams that they should have blown out.
No, they have not really blown anyone out. No. They had they blew out the Patriots 41-21. What did you just do, Hank?
You're right.
It was for a loss. Yeah. The whole point was to do it for a win.
I got even money.
Max, no
investment.
investment. No chance. Sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll look it up.
Highly doubt that.
I'm pretty sure it's the same exact odds though.
If
Max,
I didn't get
you
even
and I
money-
will talk. We'll have a strategy, the two of us. Just boys.
I'm not cashing out.
No, but if we
I have
do,
so little money
we'll
into it.
do it together.
Not
We'll
worth
do
the
it together.
cash
We'll
out.
turn the key
Yep,
together.
yep.
It'll be a great experience.
I don't want to look through this sea of red
I'm
and losses.
pretty
that I have.
sure you probably-
So here's what I'll guarantee: it was the exact same cash out that they offered me right when I put the bet in.
So that's
minus 10%.
That's minus money.
Minus 10%. Yeah. Good investment.
Okay, so other things, clean up from Sunday. I wanted to point out this stat from our friend Ben Baby. This one's crazy. Through the first 11 games on the 4-7 Bengals, Joe Burrow has 3,028 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Players to achieve 3,000 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, and 5 or fewer interceptions through the first 11 games. Here they are. Tom Brady, 2007 and 2015. His teams were 16-0 and 13-3. Aaron Rodgers, 2011, 2020. His teams were 15-1, 13-3. Patrick Mahomes, 2020, 14-2. Drew Brees, 2018, 13-3. This entire exercise is just to prove that Joe Burrow is having an insane season and the rest of his team has let him down.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks. That's every single. I mean, the lowest amount of wins was 13-3 of that list I just said, and he's in a list with Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Drew Brees, and they're 4-7.
We should start talking more about Joe Burrow being the MVP.
All right, you're trolling me too now.
I mean, if they go on a little run,
Yeah, I just gotta live to get trolled.
Hank, you've seen these stats from Joe Burrow.
I have.
And if he finishes, first in the league, listen.
My biggest crime here, by the way, is being early to all of these takes that actually have value.
First in the league,
Chargers, Travis Hunter, Joe Burrow, MVP. Who told you about all three of those a month and a half ago?
Smart guy.
That's my crime. That is my crime. I mean, he has MVP numbers. What do you want me to say?
He is having an outstanding season.
Sorry, I know ball.
If they make the playoffs, he would be in the conversation.
No, probably not, because he's like the 6th seed now. And that was...
Yeah, but if he made the playoffs, it'd be so impressive that...
He should be. We discount... The MVP conversation just becomes the quarterback of the team on the 1 seed. That sucks.
But I think if his stats were all 1 and they somehow went on a run to make the playoffs, it would be different.
I agree. If he goes on like a if they
run the table.
If they run the table and like finally sneak in and he has like insane numbers, he would definitely win.
I'd feel vindicated.
Are you still in on that?
Yeah.
What's the number you got there?
15.
It's 20 now.
Okay, so
I might get in.
I might get in.
Might get right out.
I might do a parlay.
Fuck you guys.
You're
I'm done saying my takes that actually end up being good, that have value.
I think
that one obviously
now makes a lot of sense.
Oh, fuck you. You guys are welcome for telling you about Travis Hunter.
Okay. I had that conversation with Brandon Walker that day. That's why I thanked you for bringing it up, because I was going to bring it up on this very show. And Brandon tried to talk me out of Travis Hunter.
He's been a Travis Hunter hater for the whole year.
I know. Okay, so let's start talking about what a dumbass
straight from you.
Brandon Walker is.
Fuck you, Hank.
Okay. All right. Now I won't.
I'm gonna keep my. You know what? I'm gonna keep my takes to myself.
Whatever.
I'm just gonna tweet him out.
I was paying you a compliment.
I can't trust anything you say now.
That's not nice.
I can't. I feel like I'm Max right now.
I'm being honest. My opinion
Max,
is that the Chargers are going to win the Super Bowl.
Great as honesty.
Crime?
Great as
Apparently.
honesty, Max.
He's never honest.
Okay, thank you.
What?
I appreciate that, Max.
I love this.
Everything he does on that couch is a troll.
It's troll.
I speak facts. What if I please point to me a fact that I've said that's been false?
When you sat down on that couch before we were recording, you were just like, I think Chargers future's a good bet.
We should build a little bridge that goes above Hank's head on that wall behind there. Little troll guy.
Trolls live here.
Yeah. Don't feed the troll.
Yeah.
I just took Joe Burrow 20-1, by the way.
Twice. Okay. No, what we should talk about before we talk college football is that guy over there that's just not said a word for the whole show. He's just watching the chaos, loving the chaos, thinking maybe they'll forget the fact that the Jets fired their GM in the middle of the season, and this is now just, even for the Jets, everything that's happened, it's just, there's such a dumpster fire. Memes, Joe Douglas gets fired. Is this the thing that will fix everything?
No, because he was pretty much. This was his final season. He had 6 games left.
Yeah.
So the timing of it makes absolutely no sense. I still don't understand it.
They want to get a jump on him.
They fired their GM 6 weeks before the season's over. What was he going to be doing in those 6 weeks?
Well, I think you want to fire someone so that you can start your draft prep with someone who's actually going to be there to draft them.
I guess.
Yeah, but
they're scouting right now.
A bunch of reports came out that he pretty much wasn't the GM for the past 9 months.
Oh, who was?
It was Woody Johnson. He took full control of the team.
Okay, so
that's awesome.
Memes, I don't know if you had a chance to see this. A report just came out like 5 minutes before we started taping that Woody Johnson tried to bench Aaron Rodgers after the Broncos game, and that Joe Douglas talked him out of it.
Who reported that?
Let me look it up. It was on The Athletic.
I believe you,
That's
because apparently
so funny.
there's a bunch of reports coming out.
It's Diana Rossini and Zach Rosenblatt.
Uh-oh. That's a half a Rossini.
Jets owner Woody Johnson suggested benching Aaron Rodgers in September per sources. And apparently Douglas talked him out of it and all the other. So after that game, Woody Johnson summoned every coach to the office to explain to him what went wrong. Like defense coordinator, head coach, offense coordinator, whatever it is Nathaniel Hackett does. He was in the room too. Joe Douglas was there. And he asked them to explain themselves. And then he said, well, what about benching Aaron Rodgers right now? And they said, are you serious? They asked him if he was serious, and he was.
I kind of believe it.
Yeah.
Because everything that's coming out, this guy's just an asshole.
Yeah. That's the Jets are just. I mean, is Aaron Rodgers just the coach and GM right now?
No, he's gone too.
Fully,
he's gone.
Where's he gonna go? Is he the Titans quarterback?
And Titans would be a good fit for him.
Oh, that would be fun because he could win the AFC South. Maybe, probably not.
I think he might walk across to the other locker room.
What?
The Giants?
He loves New York.
If you look at which teams need a quarterback,
oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
they improved their O-line. They have some receivers. Their defensive line is good.
He doesn't have to move.
He
loves New York.
And then somebody else threw out the Panthers, but he wouldn't go to the Panthers.
No way.
No.
That's beneath him.
Yeah.
Wait, the Giants.
The Giants,
now that
that's
is
intriguing.
I could see, and you know how this is going to work, memes, right?
Yeah, he'll be good again.
He'll be very good for at least 1 year. He's going to go. So if he goes to the Giants, he'll be awesome for a year. Then it'll be over. But he'll have 1 year just to, because he basically will just have a chip on his shoulder. That's really what, if you break down what happened with Aaron Rodgers, I know everyone goes with the Achilles, and the Achilles obviously ended that season. The biggest reason that Aaron Rodgers didn't work in the Jets is because the Achilles took away his chip on his shoulder year.
Yeah.
The guy is great when he has a chip on his shoulder. He had it from Green Bay. He got hurt, couldn't play. The chip on the shoulder goes away. Now he's got a year where he doesn't have to prove anything. Next year is his chip on his shoulder year for the Jets.
If you want a chip on his shoulder, he should have just taken the vax.
It's true.
Now, if he goes to the Giants, it would be a troll move too. And I know that he loves, his next move might just be to piss off whoever his most recent enemy is. And in this case, it would be the Jets. I feel like that would piss the Jets off the most, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So that could happen.
That could happen.
That
I was just looking at the list of teams, and there's not many suitors. People were saying the Vikings, but
No.
JJ McCarthy's gonna start when he's healthy.
Yeah.
It's like whichever team doesn't get Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then people were saying Jets get Daniel Jones, but
What? Why?
I don't know.
What?
That was getting thrown around yesterday.
That's just people trying to get to you.
Yeah, they were making.
That's the people
Photoshops.
doing the Mike McCarthy to the Bears. You can't let that get to you.
It's just,
Yes, Hank?
it's a bad situation.
Yeah,
I walked
he's about to say
past
it.
earlier in the office. There was a huddle. Memes were sitting.
Yes,
at the
troll.
table.
It's like he's perfect. I'm starting to see through Max's eyes, and it just feels good. Okay, go ahead. Yes, troll.
I saw Hank. He wanted to ask a question this entire time.
It's my favorite part of I love what you add to everything. Go ahead.
This isn't a troll.
Okay.
This is a report.
No, yeah, I know what Hank is.
Okay. Please report.
I literally can't even speak.
Go ahead. I want to hear your report.
Giving a report.
I want to hear your report.
This is an eyewitness report
From you?
from me.
Okay.
My eyes witnessed this and heard.
Okay.
Memes was sitting around a table with Pug, Liam,
His guys.
4 other people.
His
And I was
crew.
like, what are you guys huddling? And everyone's standing around. Memes was sitting down, showing all the power. And I was like, what are you guys doing? And they said they're fixing the Jets.
Yeah, me, Blutman, and Pug.
What is the
We're
plan?
fixing the Jets.
Okay, so go ahead.
Is that a troll?
No.
That's not a troll. We came up with a bunch of different scenarios. Condoleezza Rice was at one of the crazier scenarios.
Okay.
One of the crazier scenarios.
Yeah, we went through as many scenarios as you could.
Okay.
Justin Fields was one of the options.
I would say no. That's not going to, no, that will not fix you.
As a bridge quarterback.
No, that will not fix you.
The best scenario was Mike Vrabel is coach. Kevin Stefanski gets fired from the Browns. He becomes the OC.
Okay.
You bring in Jameis as the bridge,
Okay.
and then Super Bowl.
Wait, but
Who's
there
the
has
new
to be-
quarterback?
There has to be something at the other side of the
He
bridge.
said Jameis.
Jameis.
But he's the
But
bridge.
he's the bridge.
No, but the bridge is also a Super
Oh,
Bowl.
it's just a bridge that
we're
just
just-
lasts forever.
You win a Super
Got it,
Bowl
every Super Bowl.
in a
Best case
rebuilding year.
scenario.
Okay, got it.
Got
But
it.
it's not. It's a rebuilding year, but it's not at the same time because the roster's still good. We just don't have a quarterback.
There's another name that you told me that you want. And that's Sam Darnold.
Oh.
Yeah, Sam Darnold.
What?
Sam Darnold got thrown out there too. It was dark. We're in dark times.
Memes.
I think we asked you about that like a week ago, and you puked.
Memes.
But that's just as a bridge, and none of this is going to happen because we're just going to draft someone who's going to suck.
Memes.
You know, that's the difference
no.
between like American sports fans and European sports fans. European sports fans, if they had a Jets doing this to them, they would riot.
Yeah.
There would be like stones thrown at cars. They would not. They don't put up with shit over there.
No, you're right.
We just take it.
People just keep buying tickets.
Yeah.
We keep buying jerseys. We haven't made the playoffs in 14 years.
Yeah.
I went my entire 20s without seeing the Jets in the playoffs. It's tough.
Yeah.
And nothing's going to change because the owner is still the same.
Yep.
What are you gonna say, Hank?
No, that sucks. I didn't think about the 20s.
What were your 20s like, Hank?
There's a decade to win. It's your 20s, but that's all right. 30s are fun too.
30s are fun too. Are you 30?
I'm turning
When?
March.
So you got to win a playoff game this year.
Wait, your whole 20s?
Whole 20s. Jets haven't been in the playoffs since I was a sophomore in high school.
Hank, stop. Stop it, Hank.
Wild.
Stop it.
I hope memes that you get to see the playoff one. I truly do.
I don't think it could ever happen.
Yeah.
Well, you got to figure out coach too, and your number one is Vrabes.
Yeah,
I mean, memes, I've been to the playoffs, but yeah, we've talked about it. It's the same dysfunction happens in both places. They're a little bit different because the Jets do the Jets' dysfunction is more all in and then they fall on their face. The Bears' dysfunction is more, hey, let's hope we catch lightning in a bottle every now and then fuck it up. Like, you guys actually take a shot.
Yeah, well,
you took a shot.
That's the one thing about this year. We did.
Yeah.
You do appreciate the effort of trying to go all in.
Correct. Right.
But it was just the biggest disaster of all time.
Yeah. Man, what are you going to say, man?
Playoffs are overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Hank's not allowed to say that
No.
because losing sucks.
Yeah.
Getting to the playoffs, getting your hopes up, and then losing is so much pain.
Yeah, but going on a run is so much fun.
Yeah, getting to the playoffs is fun.
You got
Yeah. This is loser talk. Yes, 100%.
Hank.
Guilty as charged.
Hank?
Playoffs are overrated.
There you go.
It's okay being mediocre.
All
Times
right.
are bad. I feel great.
All right, speaking of playoffs, should we talk some college football? Should we talk some college football? We have the rankings out. The rankings, I just had them in front of me, and then I just lost them. Here they are. It is right now, the playoff bracket would be 1 seed Oregon, 2 seed Texas, 3 seed Miami, 4 seed Boise State, because BYU just lost. Then it would be home game for Ohio State against BYU, home game for Notre Dame against Alabama. That would be awesome. Home game for Penn State against Georgia, and home game for Indiana versus Ole Miss. So we're 2 weeks, 3 weeks really, because we have the conference championships away from the first 12-team playoff bracket. I like how everyone's getting upset. What are your initial thoughts, PFT?
My initial thoughts are it's fun to be mad about a hypothetical list that will ultimately look much different in 2 weeks. So, yeah, get your anger out somehow.
There's a lot left.
It's probably healthy to get some of this anger that's pent up out. There is some anger that I guess could be pointed towards who would you say would be like the most undeserving higher seed? A lot of people are looking at Ohio State, Indiana, because they're about to play this weekend.
Yeah.
Indiana fans still have a right to be upset. Here's what I'll say about Indiana. Get all of your hatred out right now. Enjoy attacking the media for underrating you because you don't know what's going to happen. There's a good chance you get your ass kicked by Ohio State this weekend. So take this time. Savor every moment of hate that you get to have at the committee for not treating you properly with enough respect. Because
I think they're ranked fine right now.
If you look at it, but I mean, they don't have a loss. You play who you play.
But this is also, remember, this is the rankings for the automatic qualifiers are 1 through 4.
Yeah.
So they're ranked fine. Like you see what I'm saying? Like Boise's not ranked higher than Indiana right now. They just are the automatic qualifier.
No, I know that.
So Indiana's ranked 5th.
Yeah.
Where else would you rank them? I mean, Penn State would be the only gripe you'd have, but like, yeah, I think Indiana's ranked fine right now. The problem with Indiana is that Greg Sankey made a call to all of media on Monday and had everyone in the media bash them when they have their big game coming up against Ohio State, and that makes no sense to me. Mm-hmm. Indiana has not played anyone. Indiana is an awesome story. Indiana is an underdog story. I'm rooting for Indiana. Let them at least go play Ohio State before we say Indiana sucks. Like, that was my problem. They have the game to play. They're going to play the game on Saturday. let Indiana go play themselves. If they get killed, I have no problem if people want to say that Indiana with one loss shouldn't be in the playoff. Like, I really won't if they get killed because they have not played anyone. But I want to see them play and compete, and I think they're going to hold them. I think they're going to do a good job staying in this game and maybe winning this game.
Yeah, so Indiana this weekend, I want them to win. I'm rooting for Indiana because I'm a fan of chaos first and foremost when it comes to all this college football talk. I'm rooting for the double doomsday scenario where the Big 12 doesn't even get anybody in. That is a possibility. It's unlikely.
It's pretty unlikely.
But it could happen. I mean, at the start of the season, we were saying that there's no chance that a group of 5 gets a bye in the playoff.
Yeah.
But that's become a possibility.
Yes.
Now we're realizing that the double doomsday is also a possibility. I think if you're an SEC team, if you end up with 2 losses and you're an SEC team, you really don't have a right to complain about anything.
Unless you're Georgia.
Potentially
Georgia played a gauntlet schedule.
Potentially Georgia. Now
I understand that.
Now I think Georgia might be the best team in the country.
Right. And they played Clemson non-conference. They had to play all their tough games on the road. Georgia's the only one. But like the big thing is, my big takeaway from this entire week is everyone, again, I think there was a coordinated hit against Indiana, which makes no sense to me because this is the last time they can say strength of schedule. Their strength of schedule is about to get a lot better because they're going to play Ohio State this weekend in Columbus. Let them play on the field before we say they shouldn't be in. If they get smoked on Saturday, then I'm fine. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't be in. But let them actually play. And like, since when did we not like these underdog stories? Actually, I kind of know the answer to that. It's pretty much the minute the underdog takes the blue bloods away, which is like what happens in all sports. Like we root for the underdog, and then if the blue blood gets squeezed out, we're like, no, we don't want this underdog anymore. Texas and Penn State have been hiding behind their resumes for the entire time, and no one's saying anything about that.
Texas is hiding behind just like a multi-decade resume at this point, because if Texas loses, if they
should be out.
Then they should be out, right?
Yes, 100%.
A 2-loss Texas team.
They have no big wins.
They don't have their best win is what, in Michigan?
No, Vanderbilt. Yeah. Yeah. And Penn State is the same way. I know, Max, you don't like hearing that, but Penn State, like
100%.
They're hiding in play. Like the ire has been at Indiana when it's like, how about Texas and Penn State?
I have been saying, we've been talking about this all day in the office. I need Ohio State to beat the shit out of Indiana.
Right.
Because then that problems arise for Penn State, I think. Yeah.
Right. If Indiana wins this game, because there could be, but Texas, Penn State will not lose a game probably. I think they have
Minnesota this weekend.
That's not easy. Yeah, that's not easy. And then they play, I think, finish with Maryland. Texas could easily lose to Texas A&M. It is a mess everywhere. I just didn't like the coordinated hit on Indiana, and I do have something very funny to share with you guys. This made me laugh. So Indiana Twitter, shout out them. They've been fighting really hard, and they've been going after people, and I respect it. This guy, 5th-ranked Indiana edits. I'm just going to assume he's a stoolie. Maybe not. But anyway, he said he posted a group chat with his friends that said, we need to get Dan Dockich involved in this SEC fight. Let's bring out the big guns. Got to find a way to show the SEC is woke. And then Chris DePlant wrote, he quote tweeted Russillo and McShay talking. He said, hey, Dockich, the West Coast California liberals are trying to steal another election. Handing out a participation trophy to a 2-loss SEC team is utter woke nonsense. Do something. And then Dockich, like 5 minutes later, quote tweeted the same tweet and said, this is about Russillo McShay, dudes that were never in a locker room other than to take a peek, get an autograph, or take a picture. He just like, mission accomplished, got him in.
Played college football.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He was a quarterback, right?
Yeah. But it was so funny they weaponized Dan Dockich. That's how you do it.
Russillo lives in locker rooms.
Yeah.
They're usually at an Equinox, but he's always in a locker room.
Yeah, I just loved it. So shout out Indiana fans fighting the good fight on Twitter.
I also love Joe Galloway. This is brain rot. So college football has their brain rot, and it's reached its peak with Joe Galloway, who says that Indiana should consider benching their quarterback Curtis Rourke against Ohio State to avoid a repeat of what happened last year with FSU.
Yep.
And their quarterback getting injured at the end of the season. It's broken everybody's brain. And what I love about the college football playoff is you expand the arguments. So there's in theory, an argument that you could have every year about the 4-team playoff. And now you've just got so many other schools making a case that they deserve to be in it, yada, yada, yada. My resume is better than this resume. But at the end of the day, you can tell those teams that are bitching if they get left out, like, you should have won more games.
Yeah, you should have
won more games. And that's about as simple as it gets.
And you could do it with almost like, listen, I think Tennessee is a very good team. Obviously, didn't go for them in Georgia. Tennessee, you lost to Arkansas. Arkansas is not good.
Yeah.
You know, I get it. You play a tough schedule. Alabama, like, you lost to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt had a nice run there, but they're not going to finish it. Like, if you have 2 losses and one of them isn't the best loss, like, that's why Georgia.
Ole Miss has 2 bad losses.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, wait, they lost.
LSU.
Yeah, LSU's a bad loss now. I mean, that was a crazy game. That was a pure Saturday night in Baton Rouge game.
Kentucky's a bad loss.
Kentucky's a bad loss. So, yeah, it's just like and I get it. Indiana, the one thing I like about, like, people complain about the unbalanced schedule now. I kind of like it just because a team like Indiana can have a season like this where the schedule bounces their way, and still they have to prove it. They have to prove it in Columbus on Saturday. So wait, what were you saying about Joey Galloway further on that?
No, I was done with Joey Galloway. I just think it's funny that he's reached that point where he's like thinking through these scenarios to the point where it's that meme of the guy that's his brain is so big that he's playing chess against his own brain.
Yeah.
That's what Joey Galloway's doing. I was going to talk about Georgia again real quick.
Oh, yeah.
I think Georgia is the best team in the country. When it was Texas and Georgia playing each other, I said that Texas was going to win. I was wrong about that. But the more I've watched Georgia, the more I've kind of, since there's no real dominant team in the SEC this year, I think Georgia at their best beats any team at their best. I think Georgia at their worst also beats any team at their worst. Like, the floor for Georgia is higher than any other team's floor. And I think that Georgia, like medium Georgia, probably beats everybody at their medium except for maybe Alabama.
I was going to say, counterpoint Alabama, they literally can't beat Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. That was a weird game because you had.
But I'm saying, like,
you had Alabama at their best
can't.
and Georgia at their worst in the first half.
Yeah.
Then it flip flopped in the second half.
But Kirby can't beat Alabama.
I think the way that Georgia's been playing recently, I think they are the best team in the country. But they're not a perfect team.
I think Oregon's pretty damn good too. I think Ohio State's pretty damn good. This is why I like the 12-team playoff. I think there's a lot of good. Ole Miss's defensive line can wreck anyone. Like, there's something about like 7 or 8 teams where I'm like, yeah, if they do, even in Miami, who I don't think is great, like their defense is great, Cam Ward can win a playoff game. You know, that's what I love about this.
I also have no idea how to handicap a matchup between Oregon and Georgia. No idea. That, to me, they might as well be playing in 2 different countries.
Yeah.
Like, my brain can't comprehend what that matchup would even look like.
I know Oregon didn't look great against Wisconsin on Saturday. That was kind of like Wisconsin was throwing everything they had at them. And also, Oregon, that was their 8th straight game. That was the longest streak of games without a bye week in the country. You could see that they were kind of running out of gas.
All in conference, too,
yeah.
I think, right?
Yeah, they were running out of gas. So, like, I wasn't shocked that they played with fire there. I still think Oregon's very, very good. And they also, like, they have some of their guys. I think their running back is stud. They have them on, like, load management, basically.
The end of that game,
they'll stop doing that once they get to the playoffs.
The end of that game was insane when Dan Lanning faked a punt.
Yeah.
That was so stupid. I think that's probably 8 games. His brain is probably exhausted at this point.
Yeah.
Because that was some dumb shit that he tried to pull.
Yeah.
He got away with it.
Yeah.
Yes, Troll, you had a question.
Go ahead, Troll.
No, I want to ask it then.
No. I want it. I want the troll question.
Hand.
Come out of the. We need like a graphic where he comes out from underneath.
What
the
do you
bridge.
want me to do?
I want. This is what I want.
No, but
I
I'm
want
not trolling.
Okay,
But I want
ask
it.
your non-troll
I want
question.
it. I want the question.
Troll, you are dismissed. Henry Lockwood, do you have a question?
I want the
I
question.
will go sit. Max can come sit on the couch. I'll go sit in the booth.
Yeah,
like
I want the
President
question.
Pug wants. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do sitting in this seat,
You're doing it. You're doing a great job.
but I'm not trolling.
But when you do troll, you do a great job. Like, that's what the people want.
Yeah.
What did you think about Oregon flipping the jump around on Wisconsin by just going absolutely nuts? And
What do you
then-
mean? The fans?
No, the players.
Yeah, a lot of teams do that.
Yeah,
You thought they took back jump around?
they kind of did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jump around's not great.
Yeah, I know Max doesn't think so. Guess what? Madison, with the new teams and from the West Coast, there was a lot of Oregon fans there. Madison's a great college town. Everyone puts it on their list of places they want to go see. So we have a lot of fans show up. Like, my buddy was there. He said there was Oregon fans everywhere. Bucket list.
I was just curious.
Okay. That wasn't troll.
Never is.
How are your Washington Huskies doing?
Bad.
Yeah.
Play spoiler this week.
That's the other thing I want to say just in defense of Indiana. I know I'm defending Indiana a lot. You don't know year to year what your schedule is going to look like. Everyone had Florida State on their schedule this year. I understand what you're going to say. They did cancel a game against Louisville for Western Illinois. That does hurt their case. But they had on their schedule Michigan and Washington, 2 teams that were in the national championship last year. 2 teams that their coaches left and their programs completely took a big step back. You can't really predict that part.
Yeah, no, I'm rooting very hard for Indiana.
You were going to say the Western Illinois thing, which is fair.
Yeah,
I learned about that like an hour ago.
Oh no,
It's
Louisville
insane.
fans are all up in Indiana's face. Kurt Signetti was not the one who canceled the game.
Yeah, but in Indiana's defense, like Indiana, if you look at their schedule this year compared to what Indiana has played in the past, you can't write any of these games down as easy wins for Indiana.
No.
Like going into the season, under a normal Indiana football team, this is a hard schedule for
Yes,
them because
very.
they have not been good at football, and they turned it around, and they are very good at football. I don't think that this is a fluke either.
Yeah.
They got good players. They got a great coach. Just got an extension, by the way.
Yeah.
Which extensions in college football.
It means
It
nothing.
really means he got a temporary raise, at least for the next month. And then he's probably free to go anywhere he wants to light that contract on fire. But, nothing that they've done this year to me screams fluke at all. I think Signetti is he's a real deal.
What are you looking at their schedule next year?
Well, this was just what somebody else was.
Oh yeah, that's not a good
They don't-
non-conference.
They're they've skipped non-conference.
But
They've
they
decided to elect out of non-conference games.
They do have to go to Oregon and Penn State next year.
ODU, Old Dominion, Kennesaw State.
Kennesaw State won 1 game this year. Then they fired their coach who
The
built
turnover
their
plank?
program. Yeah, Indiana State Sycamores. Yeah, that's fair. They don't. They skipped non-conference. I wish Wisconsin wouldn't play Alabama at home and home. That sucks. It sucks. I'd rather have that be a win. We'd be bowl eligible right now.
But you know what? There's really no need to schedule a tough out-of-conference schedule with a 12-team playoff.
Well, you could make the case. Yes, you should, because if Indiana had played and beaten Louisville and then they lose to Ohio State, they would still have a case to be in the 12-team playoff. If they lose to Ohio State and they have no signature win, no big win, it's going to be harder to make that case.
I would like to see Indiana in it.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like, if they beat Louisville earlier, they would have a lot better of a chance.
But if you
Getting in.
schedule hard games for yourself out of conference, it just makes it more likely that you're going to take away the possibility of you being in the playoff.
Yeah, I mean, that's loser talk.
It's coward's way out.
Yeah, that was cowards. That's cowards. Yeah.
But guess what? The coward's way out is working right now.
Well, no, it could backfire on them.
If they
That's
get
what I'm
exposed.
saying. If they lose to Ohio State by a lot, it actually will be the wrong approach because playing and beating Louisville would have gotten them in.
You're banking on the opportunity to get kicked out by your one tough loss that you have, and then spending the time getting mad at the committee for not putting you in, even though you only have one loss.
Right.
Which, as a loser, is a pretty satisfying way to deal with it.
Yeah. The Big 12. So the Big 12 could be left out. I still don't think it's going to happen. BYU lost to Kansas, which BYU's been playing with fire for a long time. Now we have Arizona State, who is a great story and has been playing great ball. Could give BYU their second loss this weekend because they have to go down to Tempe. And our Colorado and Travis Hunter going to Kansas, who's playing great ball as well, is going to be a tough one. The Big 12 just eats itself alive. Also, shout out Kenny Dillingham, the coach of Arizona State. He's the guy who you're going to try out for in the offseason.
Yeah, I've been working out.
He's awesome. He's a great coach.
I've been working the leg out the last couple of days back on the Peloton. I think I can get up. What if 40 yards by my 40th birthday?
Yeah, I love that.
Is that good enough?
I love that.
Study law at Arizona State.
Sure.
They've got a good program.
Why not? Yeah, they've got everything. Ask Pete Prisco.
What do you think that a law degree from Arizona State would get me? What would my hourly rate be?
You'd be like
$100?
Good ambulance. Well, I only know one person who went to Arizona State, and he's got issues.
I feel like law degree from Arizona State, DUI specialist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that might be my goal.
Yeah. The Big 12 is going to be chaotic. This is what The Big 12 is built on parity. The Big 12 is built on the chaos. The Big 12's chaos, very unlikely, but could fuck them.
What are the chances? And it's probably unlikely, but Oklahoma State is having just an awful season.
Yes.
They are shitty. Gundy's going to stick around for forever, right?
Yeah.
In Stillwater?
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere.
No.
No matter how shitty it gets?
No. Not.
Okay,
well, I mean, unless he wants to leave.
Yeah.
No.
Jets?
Mike, the Jets?
Not a troll.
Oh. I mean, memes.
That was so perfect because Hank's like, there's that fine line of him being like, you guys accuse me of being a troll, and then he can't help himself.
Dude, Mike Gundy in New York would be so funny.
Memes also is going off on Rossini back here right now.
What did he say?
It's just like, where is he? Seriously, where is she getting these sources? Where is she getting these sources? Why does that make any sense? We just beat the shit out of the Patriots before that game.
I'm gonna
We did.
I'm gonna go out on a limb. I don't have any Rossini sources on this.
Yeah,
but
except
You
for
are a Rossini source.
no, but I'm saying I've not contacted my sources at Rossini Incorporated. But I'm gonna guess with the timing of everything, maybe Joe Douglas was a source.
You think?
Memes?
It's just a little far-fetched to believe because they just beat the shit out of the Patriots on primetime the week before, and they lost because of a missed field goal
Which would have made it a 12
in
to
the
10
pouring
win.
rain.
Okay.
That really was the game that ended everything.
Everything.
Memes. So
Mike Gundy, no.
yeah, Mike Gundy. You decline Mike Gundy?
Mike Gundy, Biff Poggi, bring him on in.
Dude, he's the best.
Come
So
on in.
he was fired at Charlotte, all-time football guy. He's the dude that coaches and the cutoff, like the sleeveless vest on the sidelines.
And is like independently very wealthy.
Yeah, they brought him back to practice this week.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
They even though they fired him last week, they let him come onto the practice field and address the team.
Say
this
goodbye, yeah.
week, which is, I guess, it's pretty cool for Charlotte because he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Memes. What I actually expect the Jets to try to do, possibly, Cliff Kingsbury.
I saw people say that. No.
It's tough bringing up scenarios to Memes because he lives online. So no matter what scenario you bring up to him, he's
Say,
like,
I saw
I
that."
saw some tweets saying that earlier.
I've seen most scenarios, and I don't like most of them.
Okay.
Mike Vrabel's the only one. Mm-hmm. I think we would ruin Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson would come in. He would just be Adam Gase 2.0.
There's no chance Vrabel would go into that situation.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Adam Gase
But
2.0.
I'm saying he would.
Why don't you run it back?
Stop.
Hyperdrive.
Hyperdrive.
Come on.
I don't think there's a coach that wants to coach the Jets that will be the Jets head coach next year.
Wait, say that again.
There's not a coach out there that wants to coach the
gonna
coach of the
kidnap
Jets next year won't want to coach the Jets. It'll just be the only available job open because they want to be a head coach.
They'll
They
have
don't
to
want to be
take
the
it.
coach of
So
the Jets.
it kind of sounds like you're saying there's no one out there who wants to coach the Jets.
Correct.
That's an easier way to say it.
I like the way I
You
said
got to
it.
find like a special teams coach that nobody knows about, but is like a great leader of men.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Memes, again, we're in the same spot. I do not think that, like, the Bears will get the first.
No. You have a rookie quarterback who
Correct.
still has a ton of potential.
But my point is, the Bears will, the number one choice the Bears could make, they'll say, we're not going to interview him because he's too much of a man. The number two choice will probably say, I don't want to coach for the Bears because that's dysfunctional. Number three choice will be like, I'm going to go do this. We'll get the fourth or fifth. We're not the top choice.
Yeah,
team.
we're not the top choice.
Right. We've never been the top choice team.
But you're definitely a more attractive
Yes.
choice than you.
Yes. But we're not a top choice team. That's a fact.
Is there a college coach that I feel like that's where the
Dan
Jets
Lanning.
the Jets are
Riley.
at.
Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, the Jets are at that point. Like every franchise has been through this. You try every other way. You try to get guys that you think might be surefire hits, and none of them work out. And then you say, "Oh, fuck it, I'll try to get a hot shot college coach, and we'll just see if that works." Even though it has never worked, with the exception of maybe Harbaugh. And but I don't. Yeah, I guess Harbaugh was like a
Pete
college coach. Pete Carroll, yeah, but he also had like a previous stint in the NFL.
For the Jets.
For the Jets, yeah. The Jets tried doing it with Pete Carroll. Good point. Jimmy Johnson,
Lou Holt.
Lou Holtz. Yes.
great
Also the
NFL
Jets.
career.
Yes. You guys want to finish the college football talk with one of the craziest stats I've ever seen?
Sure.
Not Travis Hunter, who should be the Heisman. Colorado needs to beat Kansas. Kansas is very good now.
That was a great touchdown run he had.
By the way, how sick, this is a really stupid thought, but how sick would it be if the Commanders drafted the Kansas quarterback as the backup?
Yeah, no, I don't want that because I was
Jalen Daniels.
So I was rooting for Kansas
Yeah.
on Saturday night when I was watching the game just because they kept saying Jalen Daniels.
Yeah.
And it made me feel like half excited.
Yeah, it would be cool.
It would be cool.
Yeah. Here's the crazy stat. So Kentucky is playing Texas this weekend. That is the farthest west Kentucky football has ever played a football game.
Oh, wow. Good stat.
That's crazy.
It's like half the country.
Half the country. Kentucky has never played a football game west of Austin, Texas.
Not even a bowl game?
Nope. That's nuts.
Not even a bowl game.
Not even a bowl game. This is from
What was
Brian Davis.
What was the previous record? Was that
was
that
Austin.
Baton Rouge?
They played in Austin like 40 years ago.
So they're matching their
previous record. Well, depending on where the stadium is.
I think DKR has been in the same spot.
Okay. But did they add to it?
They did add to it.
Further, did they add to it west?
They built a highway, an overpass next to it, but I don't know if they moved it. If they did move it, I think they would have moved it a little bit northwest because there's another field next to it.
Yeah.
So it could possibly be the furthest they've ever gone.
UK's last game at Texas was 73 years ago. That's crazy. So this is the furthest. That was Bear Bryant coaching them. Bear Bryant was the Kentucky coach in 1951. That's just nuts to me. Never played a game further west than Austin, Texas.
Okay. Darrell K. Royal Stadium has been home to the Longhorns football team since 1924.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it has not moved.
But have they added to the stadium, which I assume they did?
They added to the stadium, so the fans might be the furthest away from Kentucky, but I don't
Where
think
do
the
they walk
players will.
in? Has the entrance changed? Is it further west than east?
I think the entrance is on the south side.
Okay.
I'm not
pretty
sure,
crazy.
though. I'll get boots on the ground to answer this in Austin.
Find out if there's any orientation of the field that's changed at all.
Okay.
Like even if they change the layout of the field and like one of the end zone goes like 5 feet further west,
I'm looking
that'd
at
be the furthest west they've ever played.
right now. I'm actually looking at the history of the renovations at DKR Stadium. They added suites, and when was the date of that
1951.
game? 1951. Anything post 1951 here? They added lights, so that was a day game.
Okay. This is the important stuff.
I think it might be because they expanded both end zones.
Okay.
So the walk in is going to be further away no matter what.
Okay. So yeah, we might have something.
Okay.
Okay. Last thing before we kick it to ourselves, Hank, good job. We're going to talk about the Cavs with Pat Bev, but you broke up the Cavs.
Yep. Pop the champagne.
NBA Cup. They actually are very fun games. It does feel like they try harder.
I will say two things because there has been also a lot of talk and reports about the NBA ratings being down and asking what the cause is. I do like the NBA Cup. It makes it important. The Celtics lost the game last week to the Hawks. They never should have lost. And all of a sudden, if they had lost tonight, then they would be screwed for the NBA Cup, which is crazy, but it made tonight's game that much more interesting. I do not like the court. I think for a casual fan, it's going to take a while for them to get the NBA Cup. It just doesn't help. It's like, what is wrong with this court? Then you have to explain this whole long NBA Cup thing. Not a fan of the court.
I disagree.
I also hate...
Wait. Are you not a fan of the court, or are you not a fan of explaining to people?
The courts, I just don't like personally watching them, and then it's like, why are they doing this? And they say it's because it's for the NBA Cup. I just don't think that's ever going to click to a casual fan like, ooh, new court.
I like it because it feels different.
I like it because it comes with some nice time lapses that you get to watch when you see them, changing the court out.
And the game feels different.
Yeah, it feels. It looks like you're watching it on Twitch. Yeah. It looks like it's in a Twitch streamer's room.
Yeah.
And I just hate the Celtics City Connect jerseys this year.
What are they?
They're Oregon jerseys.
Oh.
I don't understand the City Connect. We're gonna connect it back to a city. The Celtics have had the same jersey and scheme forever, and they just made jerseys. legitimately look like Oregon.
Yeah, I don't love the crazy jerseys in the NBA. It's too many.
And
too
the
much.
Cavs were playing on Sunday, and they were wearing blue jerseys. Like we've talked about it before on the show, but it's like when you turn on a game, you can't tell what the teams are unless you look at the scorebook. Like that's a problem.
It was when the Heat were wearing a yellow jersey and looked like the Pacers that I was like, this is too much. And it was, I think the Blazers and Nuggets were playing, and the Nuggets were wearing the Blazers colors. Either way, we're running a contest. So we release our picks. We told you last week, we release our picks on socials every single Tuesday for our NBA Cup picks. So far, we have the first day. So this isn't counting what's playing right now. I'm 3-0. PFT's 2-1. Hank's 2-1. Max, you're 1-2. So you're at the bottom of both.
Yeah, and we're recording this late right now. I just got absolutely fucked in my pick for tonight.
Okay. So, but the NBA Cup, you can bet on it in DraftKings, and you can follow our picks, and we're running a competition. So we'll have the updated leaderboard. I think I went 2-1.
I'm gonna be 3-3. I went 1-2.
Ah, shit.
I'm still waiting on the Spurs Thunder.
I like the NBA Cup, though. It does feel different. There's November NBA is tough to get into, and then you turn on the TV and it's different court. You're like, oh, okay. They're trying a little harder.
I want to win it. No team's ever won the NBA Cup and the finals. So
you'd have to win
history.
the finals after, or are you counting it retroactively?
no. We have to win the finals after.
Yeah, same year.
Yeah.
Chris Paul has 5 assists. I need 2 more. It's halftime. I'm just going to count that as a win.
Oh,
Nice.
So I'm 2-0.
love
Congrats.
that.
I'm 1-1 right now. I need AD tonight.
You need them.
You need a what? Wait, say that again.
Oh no!
Yeah, I need a D. I need AD.
I need AD.
You need AD.
I need AD.
You need a D bad.
I need a D.
Bad.
Big,
In a big way.
Bad.
Been craving a D.
Bad. I need AD to be huge.
Okay, let's do hot seat, cool throne, and then we have Pat Bev. Okay, hot seat, cool throne time. It is brought to you by our friends at Coors Light. No matter what happens between your favorite rivals this week, you got a chance to win. Just go to the PMT Instagram and tell us how you prepare for a rivalry game with Coors Light for an opportunity to win the Coors Light rivalry shirt. 5 winners will be selected every Saturday until December 7th. So remember, when rivalries get a little overheated, choose chill and keep things cool by reaching for the mountain cold refreshment of Coors Light. Coors Light is mountain cold refreshment, literally made to chill. Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged, is crisp and refreshing as the Rockies. Perfect for a moment to unwind. Even the biggest rivals agree. When it's time to cool things down and enjoy the game, you choose chill and then reach for a Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door. Visit CoorsLight.com/take, or you can find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. That's CoorsLight.com/take. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Henry.
My hot seat is Jon Stamos.
I had that as well.
Let's go with Stamos.
I'm gonna botch the pronunciation, but his friend and co-star Dave
Coulier.
Yeah, you could just say Uncle Danny,
Dave
right?
Caillou,
Coulier.
Yeah.
Ha-ha.
Uncle Jesse, Uncle Danny. Fun fact: Danny wasn't actually an uncle, or no,
Yeah, I mean that's
Joey was
Joey.
Stamos wasn't an uncle.
No, Joey.
no.
It's
Joey
not
wasn't an
Uncle.
Jesse was an uncle.
Jesse was an uncle.
Danny
I
was
said
the
it
dad.
wrong. Danny
Joey
was the dad.
yes.
Uncle Joey.
Joey was the comedian that just lived.
Cut it out.
Yep.
He just lived in the house.
Very sad, but he revealed that he had a cancer diagnosis. Jon Stamos then, to show support of him, did a Photoshop of him wearing a bald cap and posted that.
Yes.
And that was his way to show it.
Crazy move.
Wait, it was a photo. He did a Photoshop of him wearing a bald cap.
He put on a bald
I'll send you the
cap,
picture.
Right.
and then he also photoshopped it to
So
make
it
him
was
look even extra bald.
extra bald, more bald.
I think he photoshopped where the lines on the bald cap are.
yeah. Sounds like
face tuned. Yeah.
Insane move.
maybe his heart was in the right place.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Couldn't cut his hair off.
Well, I'll say
for
this.
his friend.
I'll say this. There's one very lucky woman that's made the right decision not having to hang around that guy Stamos anymore. That would be Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah.
Talk about an upgrade moving on to JOC.
I had it as my cool throne for JOC. Cool throne JOC. JOC's a stand-up guy.
JOC would never do that.
JOC is the
Jesse
is-
would just shave his head.
yeah, 100%.
Or just make a joke about how he's not going to shave his head.
Right,
but,
and it'd make it
pose
very
himself.
funny, and he would probably like JOC making you laugh would cure cancer.
yeah.
Like that's how funny he is.
Bing bong Jesse.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it.
he would
blew
just
it,
he
you
would
blew it,
he would,
Jesse.
he would look at it, be like, "Bing bong, cancer, you're out."
Bing bong. This is Rebecca. You know Rebecca. Johnny.
This was crazy though. Like the fact that he did this. I guess the only little small part is that he admitted to it. Like it would have been worse if he had just pretended that he shaved his head, but still, an insane move. How big of a narcissist do you have to be?
Extremely. That's really what it is. It's like how do I make this about me?
Right. Don't even
Or just shave your head.
or
Yeah,
just
shave your head
don't
would be
shave your
good.
head, and which you didn't do, and just don't wear a bald cap and be like, "I'm here visiting my friend. I hope he gets better."
Shave
Crazy.
Also, some guys.
His culture is not your cost.
Right.
Yeah, some guys look better with a shaved head. Hank,
Thank you.
one of them.
Facts.
He looks like just an evil, like an alien billionaire.
He's a penis head. What a dick.
JLC made me chuckle pretty hard Monday night. He just tweeted like need 44 from Mixon tonight.
He almost got it.
Yeah, but that's just like that's a very like fantasy Monday night. Like just let me. I got one guy left. Just need a
44,
40 piece, and we win this week.
Yeah, we're gonna have JOC on. I think next week for an update on the fantasy.
I miss JOC.
Yeah, we're gonna have him because I know people have been asking.
My cool throne is Paul Skeens.
Yeah, that was. He stole all my shit.
Was he in the hot seat though?
He was on the cool throne.
So you had 2 cool thrones.
I had 2 cool thrones. I thought I was gonna be okay, and turns out I'm not.
So Paul Skeens, great speech last night.
Can we play it? He was.
Yeah, I don't want. Is it gonna take too long?
It probably will. Max is really bad at this.
No, just the speech goes on for a while.
Oh, I thought you meant Max pulling it up.
No, I don't know if we have
really
enough
bad at
memory
that.
on the SD card.
But yeah, really heartfelt.
Oh, we don't have
speech.
sound again. Oh, wait, hit the sound thing. Yeah, there you go, producer. Yep.
I was waiting for a good time for you to start playing it, guy.
Okay,
Guy.
play it, guy.
Yeah, come on, guy.
Paul, from all of us, what does this honor mean to you right now? This is cool.
That's it. He crushed it.
So good.
This is cool.
That-
What
and
more
you
do
know
you
what?
need to say?
You know what? That was cool.
It was cool. And what more do you need to say? This is
more-
cool.
We don't need victory speeches where guys get up there and they misuse the word humble a million times. Like every single award show, it's literally them sucking your dick
And God's dick.
and
Yeah.
giving you an award for being great and being better than everybody else. And then you get behind the microphone and you're like, yeah, now that you guys have all told me how great I am, the first word that comes to mind is humble.
Yeah. Yeah, the meme of Paul Skeens winning the Rookie of the Year and Paul Skeens sitting in a fire truck. He was so much happier to be in a fire truck. But that's what fire trucks do to people.
Yeah.
Fire trucks are fucking cool.
So did you hit Scooble?
Is
Is that not what this was? This the awards?
They draw the whole thing out. So tonight, if you're listening to this tonight, Tarek Skubal will win the AL Cy Young.
What is it, like the 12 days of Christmas
It's
for
crazy.
MLB awards?
I've been waiting for this forever. Shout out the AWL. I got to track him down, who handed me an envelope on when we were in Detroit for the draft. And I opened he handed it to me, walked away, opened it, and said, take Tarek Skubal plus 400 to win the Cy Young. It's fucking great.
Why doesn't Major League Baseball do this like in the middle of the playoffs
I know.
or before the playoffs start?
Or just do like
or do it all in one night?
there was like
It's
an
Major League Baseball in California.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that they have going on. They're like counting all the baseball writers' signatures and matching them up to make sure the mail-in ballots are legit.
there was I want to say there was some type of event going on in Vegas with all the baseball players. Why didn't they just do all the announcements then? It makes no sense. It makes no sense.
Doesn't.
So, yeah, shout out that AWL. I got to find it. I got to find the original tweet. Just been sitting there for 6 months, but he nailed it. Imagine if he doesn't win.
I mean, you've jinxed this as much as any.
I mean,
human
he
being
was
could possibly jinx it.
minus 2,000
I know,
the
he's-
last time you could bet on it.
He has to win it.
Yeah, that would be insane if he didn't win it. I would be like voter fraud.
This is unjinxable.
Yeah, what are his, I mean, this is
You're Gucci.
oh, shut up. I hate that you just did that. Yeah, his last odds were minus 5,802. Is that right?
Is that possible? Would they take bets on that?
I mean, if he loses, there's someone in MLB's out to get me.
You know what? I might fucking load up and see if I can just make some quick money on minus 5,000.
Now,
Yeah, let's go. We're giving that out. I'm giving that out as an official pick.
a Cy Young pick.
An official pick. How much money can I deposit into the responsibly?
I don't think it's actually.
I don't think it's up anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna see. Hey, can you try to pull those odds up?
Yeah, it's not up.
Okay. But let the record show I would have endorsed that pick.
Yes.
My hot seat is the Utah Hockey Club. You pieces of shit. You don't even have a fucking name. What kind of professional sports organization goes an entire season just naming themselves after the sport? Alexander Ovechkin was taken out by a dirty knee-to-knee hit last night after scoring 2 goals, getting within 27 goals of tying Wayne Gretzky's all-time record. 26 of tying the record, 27 of passing the all-time goals record. And he was on the best streak of his life. The way that Ovi started the season out, 39 years old, top goal scorer in the NHL. The Caps are on fire right now, and Ovi is just insane.
And how many? So is he hurt?
Yeah, they said week to week, lower leg injury. I looked at every single online Twitter doctor out there, and they came to the conclusion probably a torn MCL or a sprained MCL, which is the same thing depending on what grade the sprain is. So he's week to week now, which probably means he'll be out for, 3 weeks. But Ovi's different.
Yeah.
Russian machine never break. That was his famous quote when they asked him how he's been able to stay healthy throughout his career. So I'm just going to hope and pray that whatever Putin's got left in the vault, he can send over, just to inject it directly into Ovi's knee.
That's the worst too, because you can never figure out what a hockey injury is.
No, lower body.
There's just they will give no details, nothing. You can't even see, like, when a guy gets hit, he's got so many pads on that you can't, where we zoom in on like a football player or basketball player, like, oh, that's exactly what it was. You just have no idea.
Yeah, and then I was watching right afterwards. He goes back on the ice to try to skate on it, see if he can do it.
Hockey tough.
And you're hockey tough, and it looks like he's skating around, but in reality, he's just like barely touching one leg down. And I'm like, oh, he can skate. No, you forget that they're wearing ice skates, and so they can just glide on the other leg.
Shit.
So yeah, it's not good. Bad for hockey, I would say.
Yeah, I'd agree.
I had done the math on this last night when he was on his tear, and on this pace, when he would have broken Wayne Gretzky's record?
When?
It would have been at Edmonton. Felt like that was set up.
And he was going to break it in.
Are you talking about this like 2 goals a game pace that he's been on?
No, I took my own. I did my own
Hater
pace.
Hank.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like
I did my own pace.
I saw your tweet and I was like, that.
Did you
It's
start at
statistically
Edmonton and work your
impossible.
way back?
I did that my second time to see if I could like increase the pace or decrease the pace.
It was like, will Ovi break the record this year? That'd be crazy. And PFT was like, January 21st.
my pace that I had him on had him scoring. I think it was like 0.75 goals per game.
Okay.
Which is taking it's not as
That's
good of a
not
pace
crazy.
as he's been on. So at that pace, he would have broken it at Edmonton. Right now, I don't know if he's going to break it this season, which it stinks to maybe have to wait another year for this. And people forget Ovi lost a full year to the first lockout, and then I think he lost like 50 games to the second lockout, plus COVID, lost games to that too. So he is on pace right now to break Gretzky's record in fewer games than Gretzky played in, which is kind of crazy. But
That is crazy.
Ovi's been so much fun to watch his entire career. He was like the one bright light that DC Sports had for a very long time. So I've been counting down to this for like the last 7 years, once it was theoretically possible. So it stinks that those bastards in Utah sent a hit out. Gretzky's got shooters. I wouldn't be surprised if Gretzky told Biz, like, hey, can you get on the horn with some of the guys that are up in Utah? I know you know a lot of them from your time in Arizona. Could you have? I blame Biz. This is on Biz.
That's fair.
Dirty guy. Fuck
That's
you,
fair.
Biz. My other hot seat is Netflix because they're under a lot of pressure right now from the NFL.
Yeah.
To make sure that they don't fuck up the Christmas Day stream like they did the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight.
Antonio Brown could save their ass.
How?
He live streamed from his phone the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight, and he had 7 million people watching.
It's pretty good.
He's taking a little pressure off him.
So he was live streaming from his Netflix?
I think he was in the arena.
Yeah, he was just live
He was
streaming
just
the
doing
big
the
board.
video board.
I love that.
7 million people were watching.
I love that. Did Antonio Brown have something to do with the roof panels falling off?
I don't know.
Wouldn't surprise me.
No.
Yeah, so Netflix is in trouble because Christmas Day with the Beyonce concert at halftime, probably going to have more viewers, I think, than the Jake Paul. It's going to be close because that fight did numbers.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be close. I don't know. 60. What was it? 60 million was the total that we're watching. So it might not be. Average NFL game is what? 20 million.
I feel like this fight was like 34, 36 million.
I don't know
what the
I think
total
it was more than that. I think it was.
I saw 60.
I
but
saw
don't-
60 as well. Either way,
They
Netflix
can
got to
just
figure
make
it out.
numbers up. too.
Yeah, they absolutely can.
And I guess that would be cool throwing an NBA for Christmas Day.
Oh,
might
they
be
got-
getting
they got-
getting more ratings.
No, they got cucked. No, people would rather watch the wheel
The
spin.
wheel spinning.
Yeah.
The
I mean, how are you going to compete with Beyonce? Although the oh no, that's Thanksgiving.
No, it's
The-
Steelers Chiefs.
The Thanksgiving games suck.
Whoa. Yeah, they suck.
one of
Yeah,
them's
they
good.
suck.
which one's
Yeah,
that,
the
man?
Packers
Dolphins.
is pretty good.
I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No, the
what-
other ones suck.
hypothetically,
Bears Lions. Elite.
Sucks.
hypothetically, if the stream was not working on Netflix on Christmas Day, let's say 12 o'clock Central Time, that's when you're supposed to start. We tune in, we start to watch. It doesn't work for anybody. Does the NFL just delay the game until it can get broadcast, or do they play it?
they
No,
have to
because
delay
in
it.
but in those situations, the tech guys are like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, all business Pete is sitting there being like, it's fine. I don't see any issues.
Yeah.
People are saying that it's fine.
I can get it on my phone right here in the stadium.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, that would be an interesting problem for the NFL to have. I think that they would delay the game. I think they would delay it as long as it took to get it broadcast, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't play a football game and not have it be on TV.
I'd
Lots of
agree.
tape.
I'd
I have
agree.
a question.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
can't they just like get the Amazon guys and just be like, hey,
Help us.
yeah, just do this. We'll pay you. to
Bezos
do
ain't like
this.
that.
Why-
Bezos
why
ain't
would
like
Or
that.
Bezos-
like Peacock or
Why would Bezos
Nah.
help Netflix?
Bezos ain't like
you just
that.
pay them? You just pay. It's they're all different production teams.
That's true.
Right?
Just get a
No.
bigger router.
Why no?
Because Bezos wanted this game. Like, it's like they competed. Netflix won the rights to Christmas. Hey, we cucked you, got these rights, but now actually we need your help.
Yeah,
and they're going to be like, sure.
There'd be a suck my dick.
I feel like there's got to be like a different production team that can put this.
Servers.
I don't know that it's the production team.
Maybe
I think it's
servers.
the
Servers.
Netflix infrastructure.
They need a bigger
Servers.
router.
Yeah.
Right.
They need a bigger router.
Yeah, no, I think Amazon would be like, no,
Amazon
like
has the
like
servers,
fuck
though.
you for even asking us that
Yeah,
question.
Amazon has all the servers.
Do you think Pete could do it?
No. Absolutely not.
If you had the servers.
Yeah, I guess if he had the servers.
I feel like Pete could do it.
No,
No.
It's servers.
It's servers.
Pete, I want you to know that I think that you could do it.
I think Pete.
With no issues?
No issues. Also, can we
hates-
get Pug and Chain some computers?
So Pete could definitely do it.
Everyone tweet all business Pete when you're listening to this and say Pug and Shane need
They
new
have.
computers.
They have.
Tweet
No,
them.
they don't have the desktops. Though.
Tweet
They
'em.
keep yelling at me to get the desktop.
And-
I know.
And Pete also, I think Pete has some free month trials for Netflix. So if anyone wants it for the game, tweet him and ask for a code.
Yeah, Netflix codes.
Yeah.
I like how Hank said that Netflix bought the rights to Christmas.
They did.
Christmas is owned by Netflix.
They did.
The handle's at all business Pete. For,
All
you know.
at all business Pete. Tweet him.
Do you think? I mean, the craziest part about what Netflix did to Christmas and the NBA is that they put it on their own app, where you can't even flip back and forth to the
Yeah.
NBA games.
Yeah.
It takes you 30 seconds.
When the people with multiple TVs get a nice win.
Yep.
Get a nice win. Okay, your cool throne?
My cool throne is the U.S. men's national team and their new coach, Pochettino, because he beat Jamaica 4-2 in some tournament that I always forget the name of, involving the words Nations League CONCACAF Champions Tournament. So they won 4-2 with Berhalter in the stands.
Oh.
They made Berhalter go out and watch
Cucked
the
him.
game. Cucked him. He sat in a little cuck chair in the corner and watched Pepe and Pusilic dominate. Just crushed Jamaica.
Is not to get political, but the Trump celebration is pretty fun. How everyone's doing it. Is Pulisic getting under fire? He did it.
I don't
after
think
a
he's
goal.
getting. I don't know if he's getting under fire. I've seen more people saying like, "What will?" It's going to be fun to watch libs freak out about.
Yeah, and I feel like it's just a fun celebration.
I think it's just a fun dance to do.
Just doing this.
Yeah, you just do this.
And then
just
do the
move your arm.
golf swing.
Anyone can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they won 4-2 against Jamaica, which leads us to a fun fact that now the U.S. men's national team, and in fact, Greg Berhalter himself, who was fired in July of this year, he's got more wins in AT&T Stadium this year than Mike McCarthy
Than
and
the
the Dallas Cowboys do.
Wow. Wait, who does?
Greg Berhalter, the
Has
fired
more.
coach, has more
But
wins.
that wasn't the game, obviously, last night because they were playing football.
They were playing football last night.
So he had already had that.
he already has those wins,
Yeah.
even though he got fired in July.
Got it.
Mike McCarthy will be fired. Doesn't
Got it.
have as many wins, even though he plays many more games.
That is a
there.
fun fact.
I thought that was a fun fact.
Very fun fact. All right, my hot seat is, well, we're going to talk about it with Pat Bev, but I feel like we kind of glossed over it. This Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid thing feels for real.
What happened?
So Tyrese Maxey called out Joel Embiid in a meeting and said that he's late and disrespectful to everyone. I didn't realize that this is just like a well-known fact that he's always done this. There was a book written, in 2015 where everyone was like, Joel Embiid is just a terror to work with. Feels like things are bad right now.
Maxey and Embiid are friends. They challenge each other often.
What does that mean?
Apparently, it
This
was
is a problem
It was
because-
a constructive meeting.
What does that mean
And
that they
then-
challenge each other?
What about the 2017 comments?
How many times did you practice this speech in the mirror before you sat down?
and 0 times.
That's
0
That's
times.
fake. Maxey and Embiid are friends. They challenge each other. You had that ready to go.
No, I mean that's just a fact.
What about
okay.
the allegations from the past?
What were the allegations from the past, Hank?
That he showed up late and that he was a terror to the whole staff.
Oh yeah. What
There
about
was
those?
basically
Did you
a
say 2017
or whatever that book
the
was.
book.
Who gives a
Whatever the
fuck
book
about
came out.
2017?
I think that was maybe his rookie year.
Yeah.
It was when Brown was the coach, and he was mad because all of his assistants came up to him and they're like, "Hey, we have to have an intervention with you because Joel is such a huge asshole to everyone
2015.
that we needed to escalate this to the head coach."
Wait, you say two? Is it? What's a date? We're worried about something 10 years ago.
Nearly every member of the Sixers staff basketball was awaiting him. Why are we here? Brown asked. He knew the meeting was about Embiid, but didn't understand. One of the assistant coaches stood up and said, "Coach, we're here because there's a problem with Joel. He's disrespected just about everyone in this room and has become a major distraction."
You want to say something about when you were 18, Franny Lydon?
No, I'm just saying, like, if it was still a problem 10 years later, then yeah, it's probably like a bad sign.
Yeah, if Hank was still on
That's
on
not a
message
problem.
boards,
Like him showing up late isn't. That's different.
you think that's not a problem?
No, that
What about the people?
Pat Bev said it wasn't a problem.
But what about the people who are saying
no.
that this is maybe the first time Embiid's ever been challenged?
That's not. It said in the thing that Maxey and Embiid go back and forth at each other because there's a mutual respect and friendship.
Sounds
And
like there's not a lot of respect for Embiid.
You know what, you guys? This is where the national podcast thing turns disgusting.
Why?
Because you just turn into the
Okay,
national
all right,
media.
all right, fine. All right, new segment alert. Hank, do the
National
new segment.
podcast thing turns disgusting.
Okay, new segment. Regional podcast.
Philly.
We're
Philly.
All right, Philly.
Hey, welcome back to Locked On Sixers.
Listen,
No,
yeah,
that'll be
we've
worse.
won
That'll
2
be worse.
games. We're about to be losing to the Wizards in the standings, but like Joel's done so much for our cities, you know. So
No.
it's like we got to give him some respect.
I think
No.
it's disgusting what some of the reporters in the locker room are trying to do to divide us. We need to be unified, and we're a great team. I don't think that we change anything. We don't change anything except maybe we keep the fucking reporters out of the locker room.
Well, respectfully, Anthony and Gino, I disagree. Joel Embiid's a bum. He's a bum. He doesn't
No,
respect the
no.
hardworking people of Philadelphia.
He won a gold
I
medal.
get up
Hey,
at
he won a gold medal.
every morning, 5 o'clock. Think about the construction workers and the trash workers, and Joel Embiid can't be there at 10 a.m.
I
for
noticed
a
that
shoot around.
the problems with Joel started to get much more clear when Nick fucking Sirianni walked through this door and he took his paws and put them all over a city and fucked it all up.
He can't win a second round matchup, but he can give us an MVP. So, you know, you got to think about what he's given to us.
No, that's loser talk, Anthony. All right, how'd we do?
Great, really good stuff. guys.
That was a regional source
podcast. I fucking love the fluffy Eagles.
It feels like a problem. 2-11 and this feels like a problem.
Yeah.
It's November 19th.
Okay, so here's Max. Here's
And the
where
Philadelphia Sixers are dead.
here's where I think the real problem is. I'm sure that conversations like this happen a lot in NBA locker rooms, and we never hear about them. I'm sure they're commonplace.
This I agree with.
But the fact that it got out, that tells me that there's something there.
Tells me that people are sick of his shit because usually it wouldn't get out if Joel Embiid has maybe not been the best teammate, shows up late, whatever. the story is. But if he's
Terrible
playing
work
well and the
ethic,
team's doing
baby.
well, that stuff never gets out. He's playing poorly. The team's playing poorly. Now the cracks start happening.
He's not even playing.
There's a mole. There's a mole in the organization, which we got to sniff out because that should never have gotten out. That's correct. But what if this is the turning point of the whole season? And then we
Start
look
of the
back
championship
to, and then we
DVD?
look back to this moment.
This is a strange turning point.
Yeah. Or tank Cooper Flag.
Oh.
No,
I'm
no,
all right-
no,
I'm all right with
Max,
both of those
you don't
things.
get to say that. You don't get to say that because when I said
Yep,
that
yep,
I
yep,
want
yep.
Cooper Flag
This
and I'm
is true.
projecting Cooper Flag,
This is
you
true.
said we are out. You said the Sixers
Yeah,
are
it's
out.
true.
and Cooper
I'm
Flag.
still in.
Big
You're
Cat's
out.
in. Big Cat could get him.
I'm
Yep.
out. I'm out.
You said yourself.
I said I was out.
Yeah, but I
No.
say now I'm back in.
Nope.
No, you can't do
No,
that.
you
You're
can't
out.
do that.
Nope,
That's
back in,
illegal.
back in.
That's
Nope.
illegal. That's illegal.
I didn't realize I did that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you did.
you did.
You
I
did.
said I was out too. I'm a man of my word.
Yeah.
I will
Thank you,
remain
Hank.
out. I'll
Thank you,
remain
Hank.
out.
Man of honor.
What's crazy is that you're tied with the Wizards right now.
Nuts.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't. It all doesn't fucking matter.
At what
There's
point
so
will
much-
it matter?
Christmas.
So, how many wins do you have to have by Christmas?
How many times have we said on this show that the
I
NBA doesn't
understand,
start till
but
Christmas?
I want to hold you to this. So,
If this wasn't the Sixers, no one would care.
okay, agreed.
We would not
agreed.
be talking about this.
Okay.
right
If it was the Celtics, no. If it was the Celtics, we would absolutely
Correct.
be talking about it. So lie.
Yeah, but
All right.
Sixers,
Fact check,
Celtics, that's it.
Lie.
But Max, that's because you have these players on your team, like the narrative that's been around them.
The
and
Bucks
been
fucking
created.
suck. We don't talk about that at all.
I've brought it up multiple times.
Yeah, I mean, what are we gonna say? There's a mole in the Bulls or the Wizard. Like we suck.
Nobody would care about that.
Yeah. All right. So you have 13 games. Christmas is your 13th game. How many wins do you have to be like, this is a problem?
There's 13 games until Christmas.
I think you got to get to 10 wins.
I know 10 sounds way too many. Let me see the schedule.
So you got to go 10 wins, and you got to go 8 and 5. That's not that hard. 8 and 5 is not
8
that
and
hard.
5? Yeah.
Can you find
10
me
wins,
8
10
wins?
wins.
Find
I
me
can
8
find
wins
you
in that
some.
schedule.
Or Orlando twice without
Oh,
Paolo.
Detroit? There you go.
Chicago, Charlotte twice. Detroit.
Yeah, there's 8. Yes, 10 wins. 10 wins. Got
Okay.
to 10 wins by Christmas.
Let's go. 10 wins by Christmas.
We're not allowed to
Netflix.
talk about this until Christmas.
All right, but you have to get to 10 wins.
Yep.
What if Yabu's the mole?
That,
This never happened with B-Ball Paul.
All right, so Max, there's been a new wrinkle
A wrinkle reveal.
to the 76ers drama, to the saga.
I want a saga. What's the saga?
We're doing this later on at night, 9:37. Somebody thinks that they found a leak of who reported this or of who gave the scoop away.
Okay.
this
This is from
I
Raptor
feel
Moment.
like
Wait,
memes
Max,
right
Max,
now. I
Max.
feel like memes right now.
Let me finish. All right, this is from Raptor Moments.
This is a stretch.
Raptor moments.
Yeah, Raptor Moments
no.
online.
Raptor
Is this a
moments
stretch?
is this source.
Yeah, well, here, just hear me out here, okay?
Wait, this is. What's the name of the Twitter account?
This is a
Raptor Moments.
This is a burner.
Yeah, what?
Huh?
Okay.
Okay, well, just wait.
Yeah, I'll hear it.
Okay.
I'll hear the wrinkle.
All right, so the quote from the article was Tyrese loves the big fella, but this is the elephant in the room. A person involved in the meeting told ESPN. If you go back to the Raptors over the last couple of years, Nick Nurse is very fond of using the phrase elephant in the room. And he's done it at least 3 times.
A common phrase.
A common phrase.
This is an insane addition.
This is like Tatum stealing people's quotes, and the quotes are like,
This
let's
is-
fucking go.
Yeah.
Be like
What's his name?
for saying
Raptor?
an elephant in the room.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
saying an elephant in the room.
I mean,
Everyone says an
that.
elephant in the room.
What's his-
That's like every report
This is
ever.
Raptor Moments. I
This
believe
account
Raptor
has
Moments.
2,000
But
followers.
wait, Raptor Moments isn't actually reporting anything. They're literally just being like, look, this phrase was used and this phrase was used.
Yeah, Raptor Moments is connecting the dots.
Right, but he's not. You can't believe Raptor Moments because Raptor Moments doesn't have any actual knowledge of this.
No actual knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah, he's just saying, oh, Nick Nurse has said elephant in the room and this person did?
So Nick Nurse is the
I like the thought. I do like to believe
That
that.
Nick
But
Nurse
elephant in the
himself
room
is the
his
leak.
coach is snitching on his
I-
players only meetings. That is a funny thought.
Yeah.
So I'm going to believe it.
It also wasn't a players only meeting.
Another fan pointed out that in a past NBC Sports Philadelphia story, it's explained that Nick Nurse said on Danny Green's podcast in 2018 that he had a mini elephant on his desk in Toronto, which metaphorically helped him prevent obvious concerns with the team from growing before being addressed. Nick Nurse loves the phrase "elephant in the room."
Everyone uses the phrase.
He had a fucking elephant
when
on
there's
his
an
desk.
elephant in the room, you use the phrase "elephant in the room."
He's right about that.
Yeah, but if you walk into Nick Nurse's office, there's always an elephant in the room.
He has an elephant on his desk to remind himself of elephants in rooms.
Have you ever used the phrase "elephant in the room"?
Not it to a
Don't
reporter.
recall.
Wait, what was the original quote?
The original quote.
It was the most standard quote of all time.
I'll read the quote. Tyrese loves the big fella, but this is the elephant in the room. He was talking about how Tyrese loves Joel.
Wait, but who wrote that?
That was in the ESPN report.
So that wasn't even a quote.
Wait, what?
No, that is a quote. The direct quote.
Is
The
from an
direct
anonymous
quote is
source?
Tyrese loves the big fella.
But this is the elephant in the room.
No, Max, you don't know how to read quotation marks. Tyrese is the big fella, but this is the elephant in the room is the quote.
From an anonymous
quote.
source.
Anonymous source with the Sixers. Max, you're looking at an apostrophe. That's just the one mark. The quotation mark is two.
Who gives a fuck? Everybody says elephant in the room when there's an elephant in the room.
I mean, it seems like Nick Nurse is obsessed with elephants.
Who else would the source be then, Max? Because it seems like we got one good lead and nothing else.
Yeah.
That's a great lead. Hey,
Okay, here's the only pushback I'd have is wasn't part of the report that the Sixers players were like, hey, Nick Nurse, you need to coach us harder? Why would Nick
Yes.
Nurse leak that his players are mad at him?
Because he also, in that report, they said that in turn, the players have to pay more attention to detail.
Okay, so maybe it is Nick Nurse.
So maybe Nick Nurse in the meeting was like, that's fair criticism. I'm going to hear you.
But then
But
Embiid
can I ask you to also, you buy in as well, and we'll meet in the middle. Good coaching.
Okay, I'm on team. Yeah, it was Nick Nurse.
this
now.
is stupid. This is a stupid.
What?
fucking
No,
thing.
I mean, Max, I think
Broke it
everybody
down.
agrees
He
it was
swayed me.
like 99%
Could you imagine
Nick Nurse.
if memes got this news?
We should stop listening to reports.
I mean, we just went from the Athletic to Raptors moment.
Raptors moments with an S.
We should stop listening to reports. It's fucking us up. Oh, okay. Back to whatever we were talking about. Okay, my cool throne is Kentucky basketball because I don't know if you guys saw, but John Calipari is now begging fans to show up to basketball games at Arkansas. And he was like, if you don't want to come to the game, give us the tickets back. We'll find someone who can come to the game. And they have also not looked great in the start of their season. And then on the other side, Kentucky, there's a clip going around that's awesome. It's Mark Pope coaching in the huddle, essentially telling his players exactly what Cooper Flagg is going to do on that last possession against Duke and being like, this is how we're going to defend it. He's going to spin. We're going to send the extra man, two hands, take the ball away. And then it's like a cut up where he's saying it and it happens exactly like that. Something that Kentucky basketball is missing, that in-game coaching. So Kentucky basketball, good for you guys.
Yeah, it's an awesome clip. It makes you think that Mark Pope is going to be a great coach.
Yeah.
But we are very easily sold on clips like that.
But
it's
I
great
also
propaganda.
saw like Cal in the red looks weird, and then him being like, please come to the games.
Yeah. Not a great look. They are 3-1. They lost to Baylor, who's a pretty good team.
But they
yeah,
also have kind of like, they had a couple games where they were struggling a little bit with lesser competition.
Yeah, it's not, I would say so far, Kentucky won this trade.
Yes.
For sure. And also Kentucky, this also is probably because they were playing against Duke, but Kentucky seemed like a fun team.
Yes.
Like an easy, fun team to root for. I'm sure that once they start becoming more Kentucky, then they will be easier to hate. But going up against Duke and beating Duke in that way, it made me feel things for the University of Kentucky.
I got a little soft spot for Kentucky. I got no problem with Kentucky. And that's probably because it's 2015. What?
I guess, yeah, you beat them.
Yeah, right. Like, it's just.
They beat you.
I know, but it's also like, they were undefeated that season. So, and I love Matt Jones and those guys. So, yeah, I want Kentucky basketball to be good. I might be an honorary member of Big Blue Nation. I don't know. Mark Pope. I mean, very loosely honorary. Meaning, like, I'd put a future on him and be like, go Kentucky. And then when they lost, I'd be like, oh, well, I lose it anyway.
I like Kentucky. You're right. The sport is better when Kentucky basketball is good. I will say and repeat whatever propaganda Kentucky fans want me to do if it means that I get one step closer to at one point becoming a colonel. Being a Kentucky colonel would be sick.
That would be sick. Okay, we have more basketball talk with our guy Pat Bev. It is brought to you by our friends at Chevy. There's a reason we've never done a Mount Rushmore pickup trucks, and that's because, for Pardon My Take, there's only one pickup truck, the Chevy Silverado. Why is that? Silverado's a partner you can depend on. We've all spent time driving and using the Silverado for all kinds of Pardon My Take jobs, adventures, and other shenanigans. Silverado has been our ride for a cross-country trip to the Super Bowl. Silverado helped us dig the biggest hole in the state of Ohio last year at Grit Week. Silverado helped us give fullbacks the recognition they deserve with the Low Man Award. And this year, Silverado was out west with our latest Grit Week. Silverado brings the grit, legendary grit, paired with modern truck tech inside and out, massive screens, up to 8 cameras with 14 different views to help make driving, towing, and parking all easier. We love the bold, blacked out look of the new Silverado HD Trail Boss. So head on over to Chevy.com, build your own Silverado or Silverado HD, and check out all the current offers on Silverado. Discover a world of strength and capability all behind the wheel of our favorite truck, the Chevy Silverado. We're also brought to you by our friends at Kraken. Today's show is brought to you by our friends at Kraken. You know, I see a lot of similarities between sports and crypto. You have passionate supporters that believe in their favorite crypto assets, like their sports teams, Team Bitcoin, Team Ethereum, maybe even Team whatever dog coin is going 10x next week. Who knows? But underneath it all, a shared belief that crypto is one of the best opportunities to achieve financial autonomy and financial freedom. And that's what Kraken is all about. Secure and simple access to over 200 cryptocurrencies. Kraken also gets flawless track records in protecting assets with some of the strongest crypto security features around. And not only is Kraken a leader in security, they cater to all experience levels of trader, as well as the Kraken app. You've got Kraken Pro, a full suite of powerful tools built for the most seasoned traders out there. Whatever kind of trading strategy you use, Kraken Pro handles it with ease. Don't just listen to us. Join the platform trusted by over 13 million individuals, traders, and institutions globally that are already on Kraken. I'm a guy who's very financially illiterate. I don't really understand cryptocurrencies. Kraken makes it easy for you. So go to kraken.com/barstool. Not investment advice. Crypto trading involved risk of loss and is offered to U.S. customers excluding Washington, New York, and Maine through Payward Interactive Inc. Go to kraken.com right now /Barstool. Kraken.com/Barstool. That's KRAKEN.com/Barstool. Okay, here he is, Pat Bev. Okay, we now welcome on our coworker, very special guest, recurring guest. It is Pat Bev, Patrick Beverley. Back from Israel for a short stint. I thought World War III had broken out when you walked into the gambling cave on Sunday, unannounced.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, why is Pat here? Why is he, like, I thought he was in the middle of the season. So you have a break.
You have a break.
And you are how far into the season in Israel?
About 2.5 months in.
And how's the team playing?
Phenomenal. Number one team in Israel right now.
Number one team?
Number one team, yeah.
How are you playing?
Phenomenal. Yeah, I've been fucking hooping. Yeah, fun.
How's the game different over, like, is it when you go over there, because you played obviously in different leagues around the world before, but you go over there, is it I don't want to say easier, but is it like?
It's easier, but like I get everyone's best shot.
Yeah.
You know.
Because they're like, this is an NBA player.
Right. Every American, every coach, every import from another country, everywhere I go, it's, they beat us, we beat NBA team or NBA players. So I'm getting everyone's best shot.
Yeah.
But that's what I asked for, so it's perfect.
Yeah. How are the fans over there?
Phenomenal. I mean, like, you got to think, I'm thinking like 8,000 to 9,000 a game. It's a lot of smoke with Israel and other countries. So, like, we can't go play in Turkey. We have to meet at a mutual site. So we'll meet in Serbia. Teams that it's smoke with, we always meet in a mutual site. All our Israeli games are played in Israel, of course, but our European League games, the games that it's a Greek team or a Turkish team or any team like that, or it's kind of smoke, we always meet at a mutual site.
So what about the game? How does the game translate to the Israeli league?
So first, the minutes are short. We play 10 minutes a quarter.
Okay.
Right? That's timing wise. You can't. It's no defensive 3 seconds. So you can just stand in the paint.
you just park out in there.
Yeah, all day. Right. So it's really beat your man to activate the big guy to make the next play.
Yeah.
Right. So you don't see a ton of guys scoring, I don't know, 20s and 25 points a game over there.
Yeah.
You know?
So there's a guy just standing under the hoop, basically just
all day.
swatting
all day.
shots.
All day.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Literally living in the paint, crowded paint, making you make the right play consistently every single time.
And do you haven't gotten a technical yet? Is that because of the language barrier? Because I'm sure you've said things that should get you a technical.
Yeah, I just been, I don't know. It's wild when I had a ball a lot. I'm so focused on like the game and focused on like, okay, trying to win the game, trying to do small things to win the game, that I'm not over dramatic or over, like, I wouldn't say emotional, but just in character.
Yeah.
In the NBA, I can do that. I can get away with that a lot. And they're quicker to give me a tech also. So,
Yeah.
Is it more like you're also like in the NBA? There's the Pat Bev role where you come in, you fuck shit up.
Yeah.
You're kind of a pest. You make things a problem for
Yeah.
them. You get in their heads.
Yeah.
And then I would imagine, maybe I'm wrong, but in your current setup, you get in the game because you are expected to be like a leader, and I don't know how ball dominant you are,
I'm like
but you're like one of the best players. You're a star
over there. Yeah, the superstar.
So you can't be getting texts.
Can't be getting texts.
Can't
Have that type of energy. So it's for me. It's okay. I'm seeing double teams every night. I'm seeing triple teams every night. I'm seeing the best defenders on me every night. I'm dribbling ISO. I see guys running to me. I got to make extra plays. So it's just a different role.
So the people that are saying like Pat Bev got soft because he's not getting technicals, what would you say to those people?
I mean, my numbers are getting better offensively, so I guess it's working.
More focused.
Yeah, more locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can get away with it in the NBA because, NBA, the refs, they know me. They know me. I'm an elbow motherfucker. I'm going to say, yeah, his bum ass, he can't fucking shoot, fuck you. I'm going to say that type of shit in the game, which is, they go give me a tech, but they not going to really kick me out. You can work your way with the refs in the NBA.
Yeah. All right, so I got a tough question for you. I have two tough questions for you.
Two.
First tough question is the way last year ended, not the best because obviously you guys got bounced. You threw a pass to someone. Like, I look ready for a pass.
Yeah.
He's wearing a uniform.
Yeah. You were just trying to get some numbers up on the pod afterwards.
No.
You were just asking people to subscribe.
No.
Do you think any of that, like, how did it work in the offseason when you were trying to figure out where you're going to play? Was that part of it at all, or was it you wanted to go play in Israel?
I don't think it helped.
It didn't help.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that. I don't think it helped. But we still had, 2-3 offers for the minimum.
Yeah. So it wasn't like a blackballed situation.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I had offers. I got offers now to come back. So
Are we looking at those offers?
I am.
The goal, I would assume, is to eventually get back in the NBA. Correct?
Yeah, I mean, not back in the NBA. It's when you're out of it, right? And you see teams that you used to be on kind of struggling a little bit.
All of your teams.
Yeah, and you see that your setup, the stage that you're on, and like the big stage.
Yeah.
Like being away from it, there's no other fucking stage like that.
Yeah.
Like no other stage. Then I don't give a fuck. And I'm not even talking about a playoff game or a cup game or like a Eastern Conference game or a championship game. I'm absolutely talking about fucking game 16 of the season. You're on the fucking biggest show in the world.
Right.
Like, it's no other place like that.
Right.
So like organically as a kid, NBA dream, I feel the need of like, damn, I want that. I want to go back there.
Yeah.
So.
And the one thing I love about you is you have the utmost confidence at all times. That's why you've made it so far in the NBA. That's why you've played for so long. Was how last season ended, was it humbling at all where it's like, okay, Pat, like, let's take a step back, maybe gotta, like, was there any of that?
No.
Okay.
In my mind, you got to think, in my mind, I'm like, shit, I just literally won a playoff game by myself. I ain't gonna say by myself, but you got
everyone injured on the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had to step up, and then we win an elimination game that a lot of people counted us out for. So in my mind, and with the different games in Boston, and the freedom I had with Nick Nurse and the freedom I had with the Bucks, like for me, that was probably one of my best NBA offensive years ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I took it as, okay, cool. I still got a lot of juice in the tank. I take care of my body like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I spend a ton on my body each year to be healthy and prepare for entire season. So to me, it's like, okay, now I made a ton of money. I made, almost $100 million in the NBA. I get to go somewhere else where they're paying me more than the minimum, which, no matter if I had a career year or not, if Russell Westbrook takes minimum, Kyle Lowry takes minimum, guess what? Pat Bev, you get minimum.
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
Regardless of my play or a ball getting thrown or whatever the situation be. And I don't think that's fair. That was my issue. Like,
right.
I worked my ass off. I had better years than all of them motherfuckers. Why the fuck I'm getting the minimum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just podcaster to podcaster, after the game, when they ask you to elaborate on what happened, instead of just right away saying subscribe to the Pat Bev pod. I know you're a great marketer, but instead of saying that right away, why don't you do like a tease? You start answering the question and you say, to hear my full thoughts, subscribe to the Pat Bev pod. Or you could do a podcast live in person to that reporter, answer the question, but in the middle of your answer, throw in an ad read.
Yeah.
So you start talking about what happened, and then you say,
Bring 'em on.
by the way, it's subscribe to BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com.
Yeah.
But mine was, originally that was mine throughout since I've had the pod.
Right.
Yeah, you've been doing that. That wasn't just a one-off.
Yeah, that wasn't,
I agree with that. Have you thought about maybe instead of saying, are you subscribed to the Pat Bev pod, you can't ask me a question unless you subscribe to the Pat Bev pod. If you ask them, are you subscribed to Pardon My Take? Because the answer will probably be yes, so then they can ask you the question.
No, probably not, though. Depending on who I'm talking to. That was an NBA crew. I mean, that was the ESPN crew I'm talking to.
Yeah,
So,
they don't like us. No, they're closeted fans.
Yeah, you know what
they
I'm
go
saying?
home in shame.
They won't admit it. They
Yeah.
won't admit it.
For sure.
Yeah,
For
no,
sure
that
they
was.
wanna know.
I mean, obviously, I think you said it afterwards. Like you should have handled it better, but it wasn't. It did get spun out as like I can't believe he said this. Like no, he's been saying it all year.
Right.
Yeah, but it's like that because we're in media.
Right.
So anything that is frowned upon, I don't know, something done, they go try to make the next thing seem like the worst thing.
Yeah.
You have to understand. I've never punched anyone. Right. I never hit any of my teammates. I never said "fuck you, coach, I'm walking out of practice." I've never got kicked out of practice.
Yeah.
Ever since I've been in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? So like my behavior is one thing, but like it's a lot of shit that I haven't done also.
Yeah.
Which shows why I've been in the league so long also.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Yeah, no, there's a reason why you keep getting signed to teams in the NBA. It's because you're a valuable piece and a good teammate for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes they get caught up in like the theatrics. But we said at the time, we were like, Pat has been telling every reporter this.
Since I have the pod.
Since you had the podcast. It's a standard answer for you. I've got an easy question for you.
Talk to me.
We talked about it a little bit on Sunday when you came in. You're playing overseas in Israel. Solve the Mideast crisis.
Wow. Solve the Middle East crisis.
Yeah. Just create peace in the Middle East.
Yeah. I don't think that I can solve it.
Okay,
Right.
good
That's
answer.
a really good answer.
That's the right answer.
That was a really good answer.
Right.
So how are you keeping up with the NBA while you're over there? What's the time difference like?
So what? My 3 p.m. It's 7 a.m. here. So all the first game 6 p.m. is probably like 1 o'clock in the morning my time.
Okay.
Right. So not keeping it up with a ton of highlights. But now that I'm with DraftKings, shout out to DraftKings. It's kind of exciting to kind of be up a couple hours now, trying to see scores, trying to see who the fuck go score wasn't in the first quarter type shit. So shout out to DraftKings.
All right, so I got a question about this NBA. The Cavs.
Yeah.
This is running on Wednesday, so they play the Celtics in a few hours, and they might lose that game, but they started undefeated. What is it about the Cavs? Kenny Atkinson is a really good coach.
He was my coach in Clippers.
So tell me about Kenny Atkinson. What does he do that makes it? Because it feels like the Cavs last year they were a good team, playoff team, but they're playing out of their mind right now.
So when he had, first off, Kenny A is a player's coach, right? First off, when you speak about Kenny A, you got to understand this. This is a coach that crosses every T, dots every I, right? When I was there, he wasn't the coach running to go work with Kawhi, Paul George. He was working with me, Nick Batum, and Zubac. Mm-hmm. So you can understand this kind of collar of work dealing with the type of players he dealt with, and he was the head of the individual performance side.
Yeah.
So when you see a coach like that, his ability, I think he ran our offense. But the way he teached it, the way he taught it, the way he ran it, or I don't think I've ever heard him say, I don't know. I probably heard him say some curse word, but never at someone. A phenomenal guy.
Yeah.
Phenomenal man.
Yeah.
Phenomenal man. And I think like if you have your coaching is all about it's never about X and O's. There's somebody down that fucking coaching staff got X and O's. It's all about how hard can your players play for you.
Your motivation, yeah.
Right. So, right, you can be a coach that has 0 X and O's, but you have your team run through a motherfucking wall from you. That's half the battle right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all coaching is. That's all coaching is. And the moment you take a player aside, and the moment you do something that just does not go, because as a coach, you have to think. You're a coach, you're a father figure also. That's literally where coaches start from. But the moment you cross that line because of money, the moment you cross that line because of relationships, start letting guys do what they want, that's when you become a bad coach and lose the shit.
Yeah.
All the good coaches, they coach the same. Obviously, you have your star players, but we're going to coach you the fucking same. No, you can't be late or you can't be fucking late. That's how we're going to run things.
Right.
So if you have more of those, I think, the game will change with basketball and with coaching, and that's all you're saying right there.
How much of the Cavs' success is because of the dancing frog?
Put me on. I'm not aware.
So there was in Cleveland, there was a guy in a frog costume that he was dancing in the streets after the Cavs won a couple games, and now they've invited him in, and he dances in the arena after they win. How important is that if you're a player? Because I feel like that's pretty damn important.
Okay. I mean, as a player, I probably wouldn't even know that.
Okay.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't even know
Good
that as
answer.
a player. Yeah, I would.
From a fan's perspective,
I
would say Kenny Atkinson deserves, 20% of the credit. The players, another 20%. The Dancing Frog, 60%.
Okay. So like from a fan, if you come there, Dancing Frog's not there, he's sick, you're like,
we're losing.
We're
losing
the game.
Yeah,
we're fucked.
Fake an injury. That
classic fan. I like that though.
give you load management. That night.
it's like a
I don't want to
it's like a game within the game type of vibe.
Yeah, well, it's also one of those situations where every team that has that momentum and they're maybe like on the cusp of a special season, it always feels like there's some little funny story that they start rallying around, whether it's a slogan, a dancing frog. And we've seen it a million times.
I would give 25% credit to George Niang.
Yeah.
Most wins in the NBA since 2020.
Yeah.
And he can hoop though.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Plays the right way.
Yeah.
Plays the right way all the time. Yeah, he can hoop though. That's not a surprise.
I'm reading right now. Jared Allen said, I've been wanting to dance with that frog since I've seen him. So he was, and then Froggy the Frog finally showed up.
Wait, his name's Froggy the Frog?
Yeah, Froggy is here.
That's, okay.
Froggy is here.
Oh, it's a she. I'm sorry.
Froggy is a she.
Froggy is here, and there are no plans for her to leave anytime soon.
Love that.
City has embraced the dancing frog
she
after the
Miss
Cavs
Froggy?
wins. I need to understand. So yeah, this is
Miss Froggy.
Miss Froggy.
Yeah.
And the whole city is just embracing the frog.
Love that.
I think that's more important than people realize. It's just, it's a dancing frog.
Yeah, do vibes have anything to do with a team's success? Like if a city is having fun?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Like you go like a place like Miami, the vibes are always gonna be fun, right? But you don't want it to be too fun; it drains you, right? I think some of our like sick game days and sick like game the night before the games is like Phoenix, where you can have some fun, you can have a nice dinner, you can go out to a nice bar, but you're not gonna be out to 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. That's a 1:30 type of night. But with the same amount of fun, the same adrenaline pumping through your veins, the same vibes going through around, But it gets, when you to a place like New York and it's a lot of distractions and, hour here, hour there. Next thing you know, it's time to go to sleep and you're trying to battle with the time of getting rest and not doing things, but keeping routine. I think that's when it becomes a problem then.
So I got a dumb question. How often, if you're a player, are you looking at the standings? Are you actually like, okay, where are we at the standings? Is it every day or is it just like
every
we're playing
5 games?
Every 5 games you look at it?
Yeah, so every 5 games to kind of tell you exactly where you headed at.
So if you're the Sixers right now and you look at the standings and you're 2-11.
Man, unbelievable.
2-11. Is that right, Max? Can we get a stat check on that?
I'll pull it up because I texted to the group last night just to make Max
aware. They're 12
aware.
games out of first place and they've only played 13 games.
My question to you all, who do you think they need more? Was it
Pat Bev?
Yeah, 2
Embiid, Paul George, or Maxey? Maxey's been out.
All 3 of them I think they need.
The game that they've won, Maxey's played.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is the record correct, Max?
It's 2-11.
That would be 2-11, correct?
2-11. That's bad.
Yeah.
At what point in the season are you like, because you've been on some teams that have not been great, like is there a moment in the season where you're like, all right, this is kind of what we are?
No.
You keep fighting.
Yeah. you always keep fighting.
Yeah.
Right. And I haven't been on like
A 2-11 team.
I'm shit with the Lakers.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was brutal.
Where'd you guys end up that year?
I don't know. I ended up with the Bulls that year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell of a run we made too.
Yes.
I think
we made a run all the way to losing the play-in game.
15-8
Yeah.
since I was there, or 15-9 since I was there.
Yeah.
Do you think
Jerry Reinsdorf special, lose the play-in game.
you think the Sixers they could use a guy like Patrick Beverley?
Any team, right? Any team, you know. And I'm just I'm not gassing myself, but my work has been shown in NBA. Any team, right?
Spark.
Any team. It's just you when you get Pat, you adapt my personality to the team more than anything.
Yeah.
Right. So the personality might be, I don't know, game, 39, and you're playing in fucking Portland, and it's cold and it's fucking gray outside, right? My competitive spirit go feel like game 39, game 2, game 3 of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm catching vibe. And it rubs off on you. My ability to be focused and shoot around and treat each game like a championship game, like that shit rubs off on you. And next thing you know, yeah, you playing 82 games, but you treating the motherfuckers all like playoff games too. So the energy is different. The competitive spirit is there more. When I'm on a team.
Yeah, and that's the spark because it's a long season, and you see that all the time where teams will just kind of take off nights. They don't take off a night with Pat Bev on the team.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
and at the same time, I'm the player also that's still trying to prove myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, fuck it. This guy's not playing. Okay, this is my time to come up and show every motherfucker, yeah, I can score it. Oh, this guy's not playing. Okay, cool. Let me lock his ass up. So it's always a opportunity for me. I always took it as an opportunity to like showcase my talents also.
Yeah.
Is there one team that you watch not being in the NBA right now and you still feel like you root for them more? Like that was a special team?
Bucks.
The Bucks?
Yeah, man.
I saw you told Giannis make your free throws.
Yeah,
You're
that's
coaching
my
him
dog.
up.
Yeah, that's my dog. I just was there a short time, but like when you go to the playoffs with a team, right, and you go through not only the playoffs but like ups and downs with a team, right, and then you go through the playoffs, you go through the ups and downs, then you go through injuries with a team, right. I mean that's everything you can ask for in sports, all summed up in one. And to have a chance for that to happen all from my time there until the playoffs it made us, okay, fuck it, no Giannis, we gotta get closer, we gotta get better. Oh fuck it, no Middleton, oh fuck it, we gotta get better, we gotta get closer. Fuck it, no Dame, oh fuck it, we gotta get better, we gotta get closer. It just made you a tight net ass family.
Yeah.
And then you have those opportunities, the playoffs, the guys not healthy, everyone's rooting against you, you on the road. It forces a bond that you don't get from a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Do you feel if you're a Pat Bev and you're playing on a team with LeBron or Giannis, do you feel extra pressure being like, there's a standard that they're playing at that I have to reach?
Yeah. So it was one time I was with the Lakers and we're playing in Boston, and I think I just got a tip dunk, or I think I just hit a big shot, and I'm at the free throw line. And I missed the free throw. And then Bron gave me a look like, come on, man, make your motherfucking free throws. Like that. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, you right. Yeah. Right? But now I take that. Like, I think I've only missed 3 free throws this entire year. And I remember that. That was my motivation to, you know what, make your motherfucking free throws.
That's that's like the definition of greatness is everyone is a great player lifts everyone else's game.
So now that's me on my team.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck how many free throws you miss 1 through 3, fourth quarter, make your fucking free throws.
And do you have that feeling too? Like, say you're playing with Giannis, where it's not like Giannis has got us, but I would imagine players play with more confidence knowing Giannis is on your team and not their team.
Yeah, and then also on the other end, players play with less confidence when you got to go against Giannis.
Yeah, right.
And I can make more mistakes.
Right.
Right. So my mistakes aren't magnified if Giannis is not out there versus when he is out there.
Yeah.
So I can go for steal. I can take a bullshit ass charge. That ref might call charge because of my name, not because of how my footing was.
Yeah.
I might take fucked up shot. I might go offensive rebound when I'm supposed to go. Giannis got us.
Yeah.
Bron got us. But that comes with greatness also.
Yeah.
And I'm learning that on the other end. Also, now that I'm playing where I'm playing at, like, it's a lot of stuff that my teammates are allowed to do that I just can't do.
Yeah.
so
They're looking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pat Bev is being brought to you by our good friends over at Viator. If you're finding the perfect holiday gift, that can be tough sometimes, especially one that won't end up in the back of a closet. We've all got tough people to shop for in our lives. This holiday season, do what I'm doing. Give the gift of planning unforgettable experiences with Viator. With Viator, you can book guided tours, activities, excursions, and more. They have over 300,000 travel experiences to choose from, so it's easy to find something that everyone on your list will enjoy. Plus, they have real traveler reviews, so you can pick the perfect experience with confidence. And with free cancellation, 24/7 customer support, you can gift worry-free, knowing that plans can change, but great memories, they last forever. So skip the predictable presents and make this holiday one to remember with Viator. Download the Viator app now. Use code Viator10 for 10% off your first booking in the app. Find travel experiences for you. You can do more with Viator. Pat Bev is also brought to you by Hey Dude. I was rocking my Hey Dudes on Sunday, watching NFL football, was wearing them around the house this morning. Hey Dudes are the best shoes. I love wearing them. Did you know they also make boots? They bring the same comfort and style that you love, now in a boot designed for colder weather and rugged days out. Hey Dude makes boots that are every bit as comfortable as their classic shoes, giving you that lightweight, easy feel, perfect for any adventure, indoors or out. Can we hit up Hey Dudes? I would love to get some of these boots. Can we make that happen?
Yep.
Love their shoes.
I love their shoes.
They are the best. I'm telling you, if I have to take the dog out for a walk, I put my Hey Dudes on. If I'm going around the house, Hey Dudes. If I'm lounging all day in the gambling cave, I'm wearing my Hey Dudes. And their boots are ridiculously light, unbelievably comfortable, built for any occasion, indoors or out. Hey Dude boots are made to keep up with your style and lifestyle. From outdoor trails to city streets, Hey Dude boots are available in cozy materials, durable fabrics, and versatile colors to find the perfect pair for every look. Find your next favorite pair of boots on heydude.com. Now more Pat Bev.
Have you seen Cooper Flagg play basketball?
Football player.
Basketball.
Never played basketball. No, I haven't seen that.
Okay,
no.
because
Handsome white guy.
White boys might be back.
Yeah.
He might be the number one pick.
American
white
boy.
boys might be back.
He's so white.
A lot has changed since you gone to Israel.
He's so white. The dude's from Maine. Right?
White boys might be
Cooper
back.
Flagg.
Cooper Flagg, yeah. Just keep your eye
He
on
can
that
ball.
guy.
He can hoop. He might be the first white guy drafted number one overall, American white guy drafted number one overall since like the 70s.
Yeah, but my thing about that, I like him. I like him at Duke. I like
You've
him.
never seen him play?
I've never seen him play up close in person, but I've seen highlights. Right?
Okay.
He has size.
Yeah. Fact.
And he has. It seems like he has some type of toughness.
He's got toughness.
And I think regardless of what your skill is that if you have size and you have toughness, that's gonna carry you.
He's so good. He's an elite white guy that plays at Duke that is not hateable.
Yeah.
Yet. I mean,
Well,
it's
yeah,
a
I'm
long
gonna
season.
hate
It's
him.
right now, he's an easy guy to root for because he's just so fucking good.
Yeah.
Who had the most toughness that you ever played with?
The most toughness.
Where you're like, damn, even because you're considered obviously a tough player.
Yeah.
But you play with someone or play against someone, and you're like, damn, even I feel kind of like a wimp compared to this person.
Russ.
Yeah?
That motherfucker tough. He don't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just keep coming at you. I don't give a fuck. Fuck, we down, we're up. I don't give a fuck what's going on. I'm just keep coming at you. Like, Russ, easy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable toughness.
I see that.
Yeah.
Did you ever have a teammate that was that tough? That was like, like respect? You two kind of went at it to see who could be the toughest guy on your own team, who was going to be the tough guy?
No,
Because it's always you?
No, yeah. And like I get on the team with me and Bobby, but I'm older, so it's like Bobby understands that I went to Arkansas before him. I paved the way, before him. So it's always a respect thing. And you got to think, when I'm on the team, I'm not coming like, hey man, give me the motherfucking ball. I want to shoot it, No, I'm not coming like that. I'm coming more like, hey, if we swing that around a couple more times, you get that same shot wide open type of shit, So like it's just different. Yeah.
You were talking about Giannis earlier. You do a pretty funny impression of Giannis.
Yeah,
like
Greek.
the first time that he told you, like, I want to play with you one day.
Yeah.
Can you tell that story?
No, so we're home, we're playing Milwaukee, and I'm with Minnesota, and how the Western Conference and the Eastern Conference work, that you don't really get to see Eastern Conference home a lot. It's just one home, one away. So I think we seen them the first game of the season, and obviously, we seen them in Milwaukee. So you want to play them while you're at home. You practice pregame thinking it's Giannis. You take your nap. Okay, cool. You thinking it's Giannis. You get to the game. I don't see any Giannis. I'm fucking frustrated now. I'm actually angry now.
Yeah.
I think I got kicked out of that game. I think I've only played that same game that we're talking about. I think I only played 2 minutes. I think I shoved the guy and they kicked me out. Literally. So we're working out pregame. I don't know, 60 on 70 on the clock, before the game starts. And I see Giannis is a late scratch. I go, man, what the fuck, man? I wanted to play him. I go out. I see Thanasis. Shout out to Thanasis, his older brother. And his older brother's always been a fan of me, obviously, because I played in Greek when they were, around there at the same time. So he's always been a fan of, my upbringing and how I started from Greece. So I see him, and I'm like, yo, where the fuck your brother at? Why the fuck he ducking smoke? He laughed at me like, nah, man, he in the back. Nah, fuck that, man. Tell his ass to play. So I start my workout. I look up, I see Greek coming out the tunnel. Okay, for sure he about to come over here. He go, excuse me, guys. Like, you gotta understand, this is like, this is Greek freak.
Yeah.
This isn't like, I don't know, Grayson Allen or somebody.
Yeah.
This is Greek freak walking through another professional's individual shooting time with other NBA coaches, stopping. Excuse me, guys. Like stopping everything. Like Pat, I never duck smoke. I never duck smoke. I never duck smoke. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Greek, man. That was the first time I'm like, oh yeah, this motherfucker the real deal.
Yeah.
Motherfucker the real deal.
He also is like I feel like because of the injuries and how everything's gone down the last couple of years, people have kind of forgotten him.
Yeah.
Like how great he is.
Yeah, I don't think forgotten. I think that, when you don't win it, you get hurt. You don't win it, I don't know. You win it.
Yeah.
You win it while you're hurt. You fucked this shit up. Early that playoffs, come back, give a motherfucker 60. I think they're looking for that person all the time now,
Right.
since that happened. And I don't think that's fair to the player.
Yeah.
That was a legendary run he went on. That
Yeah.
finals just absolutely dominant, and then afterwards he goes to Chick-fil-A and orders 50 chicken nuggets and slams it.
Yeah, 50
Just a regular
piece.
dude. What was your favorite memory being teammates with Robin Lopez?
Robin Lopez. I wasn't teammates with Robin.
Yeah, you were.
Lopez.
He tweeted last year, February 8th, 2024. This is when the trade deadline. I enjoyed being teammates with Patrick Beverley for all of an hour and 45 minutes. I'll never forget those times.
Yeah, he's great too. Him and Brooke
You were
are great.
teammates
Yeah,
for an hour and 45 minutes.
yeah, I don't think we even shook hands.
No, there's no way.
No way.
You didn't show up.
No,
then.
no way. He's great though.
Yeah,
that
the
family
Lopez
is
have
great.
been playing
That
forever.
family is great, man. Mom is great.
Brooke
that
went
family is
off
great.
the other night. Didn't he? What did he hit? He went 5 for 5 from threes.
And I think he had the Magic Johnson up and under layup too.
Yeah. Yeah, they're still dominating. Hey, I have a teammate question though, for real.
Yeah.
B-ball Paul Reed.
Yeah.
Is he as cool as I've made it out in my head?
Okay. Will you say cool?
I mean, his nickname's B-ball Paul.
All right.
That's
okay.
it.
I got a question. When you look at a person like Paul Reed, what do you instantly see?
Well, it's not looking at him. It's the fact that he's B-ball Paul and they chant B-ball Paul, and that's like the funniest nickname possible.
Frank the Tank vibe.
Yeah, right. B-ball Paul. Like that's a funny, kind of like the Frog in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's the fan experience.
Yeah.
I mean, you tell Max B-ball Paul. I mean, he hustles.
I love B-ball Paul. He's not on the Sixers anymore, but he's a guy who came from the G League.
Out the mud.
Out the mud. The Out the Mud sweatshirts are funny and cool. That he would make his own merch and sell it himself.
Yeah, he would. That was the other thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to just Venmo him. I
Yeah.
Venmoed him for a shirt.
Did you
He
get
didn't
it?
have a store. Yeah, he sent me out the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's like a good success story. Who, fought for what he got, and he was a good player. And I hope
He's a
he's doing
dog.
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And B-ball Paul.
I mean, you can't just throw dog on everybody.
I think B-ball Paul's a dog.
A dog?
Yeah.
What kind? What's the difference? I have a Yorkie.
Yeah, I know. You have a little. You have almost a cat.
Yeah.
He might be like a golden retriever.
Yeah.
Right,
Just
all
like
right.
lovable.
Right. Yeah. Right. Type
You
shit.
like when he's around.
Love when he's around.
He's a golden
Yeah.
retriever, and then also like he's very lovable. Also, maybe has like saved a kid out of a well or something.
type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had one like great moment where
Right.
you're like, damn.
He had the dog that got the key to the city for having a great week.
Yeah, and then fell in the well.
Yeah.
Had to get helped out.
Yeah, right.
Right. We're on
Right.
the same page then. Yeah.
So you were talking about Maxey earlier. Hank just sent this over to us here. There's a report
no.
that the Sixers held a team meeting last night, and Tyrese Maxey called out Joel Embiid for being late, quote, to all team activities and everything.
Everything?
And everything.
Is period?
All team activities and everything. So that implies everything is
Everything.
even not team activities.
He's just late on everything.
He's just late to everything.
Damn.
And he cites how that impacts the locker room, other players, and coaches. Does being late, does that make an effect on the general climate of an NBA team?
I think on any team. I think in any workspace also. Right. I've always liked to be, 7-8 minutes early before anything.
Well, let's be honest here.
We came record at 11.
What? Nope.
We
We
record.
said 10:30.
Well, we record at 11.
What time did you walk in?
12 minutes before we record.
You walked in at 10:41.
19 minutes before we record.
Okay.
So I'm actually on time.
Okay.
Yeah. But as far as basketball though, I'm the guy that's like, I like to be on the bus first. I like to be in the weight room first. I like to be ready like that. You're not on time. It can rub off some people, but if you're not on time and you give him motherfucking 70,
Yeah.
right? It's been times with Joel Embiid wasn't on time to practice. And you know me, come on, Joe, man. What's up, G? Come on, man. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. Be better, Joe. Be great, Joe. Be great. And then his response to be like, what the fuck, man? You get me out of fucking bed. I'm fucking an hour and a half away. I had to get up 2 hours, before, because everyone doesn't live the same spots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, what we go do? Give me the motherfucking ball. That same night, he had 50 and we won.
Yeah.
I think we were 21-9 the first 30 games, like the best record since 2004, Allen Iverson, when I was with Philly. So it's just surprising to see, especially because all the hard work that Nick Nurse and his coaches have put in, just hard to see.
An hour and a half is a long way to have
drive.
to travel. Like that's what Brandon Walker does.
I'll
every day. He's an idiot.
Before a 9 o'clock film.
Yeah.
Which means you got to get up at 7. And I ain't saying that, obviously, like, we have different jobs there. Motherfuckers is getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so everyone's different. But, if you were to start, I don't have a problem with it. And I'm the role guy, and I'm the temperature of the locker room. You feel me? Like, I know you're not doing it to be ultimately disrespectful. I know you don't show up to games late.
Right.
I know you don't show up to practices late. Like, but if you got a 9 o'clock in the morning shoot around and you got to get up, 2 hours before, I don't think that's fair also, So it's just different strokes, different folks.
And Tyrese is
But if that was B-ball Paul, it wouldn't be, that's not even a conversation.
That's not a
You can't
you
even
just
be
cut.
fucking late.
Yeah,
Right. You can't be late.
Right.
But, it comes with the, it comes with the status also.
Is there such a thing as too many player-only meetings?
No, I think we need to have more, no?
This wasn't a player-only meeting.
Oh.
Fact check.
What was it?
Coaches were also involved in the meeting.
Coaches were there.
It was a
So
team
the
meeting.
So he called him out
coaches-only
in front of his coaches.
I mean, you were giving false information. I just wanted
asked
to
a
make
question
sure.
about players-only meetings. I actually wasn't
But it
giving
was in context.
No, but I wasn't giving false information because I said, is there such thing as too many players-only meetings? That's a fair question,
Well, he
right?
also said-
Players also asked the coaches to be coached harder.
Oh, okay. So it also says that he was late to all team activities and everything, also implying that Joel Embiid was late to players-only meetings. That's part of everything.
Yeah, he would have been.
Yeah, but I don't think it was a players-only meeting that early. Before then, anyway, so.
What's the earliest players-only meeting that you've
Sound
had?
like this one.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Max is saying it wasn't. When a players-only meeting, is there too many, though? Like, can you have too many? Because we see it every now and then where it's like they've had their third players-only meeting in the last month. That feels like too many.
Yeah, but see, you gotta understand what goes on. Like, a player-only meeting is, motherfucker get in there, hey, so what the fuck going on? What we go do?
It's not really formal. Do you kick out the coaches? Do you say,
Hell
coaches,
yeah.
get out of here?
Yes.
I like that part.
Right, like yes, y'all get the fuck out. Like, let's talk straight up. Or you bring a coach in who's like the players coach, who's cool, that can kind of give you information of what the coach's thought is, but also can take information like this is the player's thought also.
Play in
to
the
kinda,
middle, yeah.
to kind of mesh it together, because you don't want to be in there having a meeting the whole time. You get out of the meeting, you like, oh man, coaches, they on the same whole different page than we on. like, okay, cool, let's all get organized.
We got a new plan and they don't know it.
Right.
Yeah.
We got this going on, man. You feel me? Like I feel like you feel me. I'm shooting the ball a lot. I feel like I can get better shots. What can I do to make a team better? What can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? And then I go, like, okay, cool. Fuck all that. Let's just talk about roles. Like, you tell me your role, I tell you my role, and we just go all the way down. And then you'll hear some people roles, and then you'll be like, okay, y'all agree with that? And some guys will be like, nah, I don't think that's your role. But that helps you though.
Right.
Right? That helps you. Okay, cool. In my mind, I thought my role was screen, roll whole time. This guy the star player wants my role to pop and shoot all the time.
Right.
I might have thought my role was to shoot. No, my role is not to shoot. My role is to offensive rebound, block shots, and take charges.
Yeah.
I might think my role is, okay, cool, I'm the leader of this team. No. You're the energy guy of this team. You're the guy that makes sure we have energy. So getting roles with your players, with your with those guys first, kind of like, okay, cool. It gets you a different perspective, and I think that helps more than anything.
It gives you clarity, like what you actually should be doing to make the rest of the team better, based on what they want from you.
Yeah, and then you'll say shit like, "Hey, bro, okay, I feel that. I feel that their role is to score, but you want to score that bitch like that, you got to show us you're a pro too, bro. You got to be on time."
Yeah.
Right? Like, everybody got shit to do.
Yeah.
Right? I remember one time, I think Kawhi walked in late, right? And there's very few times where Kawhi kind of walked in late. But I think something happened. He walked in late. He was staying in San Diego. I don't know. Helicopter was late type shit, right? I go Kawhi like, hey, I know shit happened, but we all got shit to do, right? We all pros. We all millionaires. Shit, most of all us got kids. Like, I understand, like, we sit here waiting on you. That's not 30 minutes at the end of practice that I could be on my way home to my son or some shit.
Right.
Like, I ain't telling you what to do. Just respect the grind.
Right.
You tell a motherfucker that straight up. Motherfucker got to do what? Respect it. Like, man, you know what? You right, bro. I can be better. Yeah. And then that helps you too. Yeah, I can be fucking better. All right? So, like, I think any type of meeting, any type of discussion about, I don't know, getting better, I think that's always perfect medicine.
Who is the best player in the NBA right now?
Jokic.
Yeah, that was the correct answer. All right, you still know ball.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
He is.
Jokic.
He seems like he'd be fun to play with too.
Yeah.
He just spreads it everywhere, makes everyone better.
Plays the right way.
Yeah.
Plays the right way.
Every time he has the ball, it's like the gravity towards him just gets everyone open. It's nuts watching him play.
I don't know, I think this was the bubble year 2020. We about to play Denver, and I'm watching them work out, and it's one of the Denver coaches. I don't even know his fucking name, assistant guy. I go, it's two things that make him great. I go to the coach, what do you think it is? And the options in my head was his passing ability or his feel for the ball, right? A coach that's probably never played NBA basketball goes, the way he can pass it. That's a lot of motherfuckers that can pass, though. I honestly think it's his feeling for the ball, right? I know a ton of motherfuckers that can pass, but like a 1 second pass is worse than a 0.3 pass. Like, get it literally like in your hand, out your hand to the next guy. Like, the defense can't even rotate. Then getting it, same pass, but defense is contesting the shot. Like, his feel for the game, his feel for the ball, I think is one of his best attributes.
It's like the difference in football of like throwing someone open, where it's like you're throwing the ball before they're open.
Type shit.
And they get open as the ball gets there.
Type shit.
Jokic is doing that where he knows it where it's almost like he's playing chess on the court, where it's like, I know where this guy's about to cut to. The ball will be there.
Look here, pass here, here, pass here. Like,
because you can't defend against that.
You can't. And he's so tall and so a rather large man that it makes it very difficult.
Yeah.
I love it when he puts the ball above his head. It's like he's going towards the hoop, ball above his head, and then he just throws it backwards.
Yeah.
But it's like one of the fastest passes that you've ever seen.
And
just whips it backwards to a guy that's open.
It's shooting. It's where he shoots also.
Yeah.
So you have to not only, what you doing with the ball up there? Oh shit, he might shoot this motherfucker. So he gives you a triple threat of usually you're taught triple threat. You talk the ball down here, you jab, triple threat. He's giving you triple threat here where he can pass, and he can shoot. So it's even more deadly. And who do you know defends? What big man you know that can defend up here?
Yeah.
Eyes up here, boom, one dribble, he's gone.
Yeah, it's
impossible.
Yeah, so he's really good.
You mentioned something earlier I wanted to talk about, your pregame nap.
Yeah,
So it sounds like that's something that you take seriously.
very serious, yeah.
So what's your nap schedule before a game?
So I go, so everything is different for me. I don't talk a lot, right? I'm all about preserving energy, right? So I don't talk a lot, right? I don't really break a lot of huddles game day. I don't really speak a lot. I'm just preserving a lot of energy. So I wake up, obviously shower, a little cold first just to wake me up, go hot after that, go to shoot around, you know. I want to sweat, but I don't want like a drippy sweat. I want a nice lather.
Not a drippy sweat. I like
You feel
that.
me? I don't want a
I know
drippy
exactly.
sweat.
A mist.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to just be able to
You wanna
rub
glow.
and just be okay, cool. I don't want to rub and have to like, damn, this shit's getting in my eye.
Yeah.
You know, so I just, as soon as I get there, I'm cool. I'm 36, so I know my body. Like, as soon as I get there, I'm cool. I don't eat breakfast. I only eat once a day. My meal that I eat every single day for, I don't know, the last 9 years has been any type of mixed pasta, cream and tomato sauce with any type of protein, chicken, fish, steak, right? I feast, eat a big ass bowl of that shit. Whatever I'm watching on TV, now it's The Diplomats, mixed with a little Sopranos. I pick off where I left off. Not on the TV, because I can't watch it on the TV. It has to be my phone. Because when I go to sleep, my phone goes to sleep. It turns off on its own. I don't have to hear shit that might wake me up of a gunshot or just watching The Sopranos. So I can't watch it on TV. Only has to be my phone. So, okay, cool. I'm watching it. Cool. I go to sleep. I let my body do what it does. If it sleeps for 3 hours, sleep for 3 hours. If it's toss and turn, toss and turn. If
You don't set an alarm?
No, my body kind of does the same thing every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good nap. 3 hours is that's significant.
So I come home, I eat. While I'm eating, I'm taking my mind off basketball. So I'm playing, I don't know, Call of Duty. I'm in fucking war right now. I'm a soldier. right. Pre-game, I'm a soldier. I don't know, 1:30 hit. I probably have to be at the gym at 5:30, 5 o'clock. 1:30 hit. I'm making my way to my bed slowly. Okay, cool. I'm turning off the lights. I'm pissing to make sure I don't have to get up for anything. You know, and after that, I just kind of let my body do what it does. If it's sleep for 2 hours, it's sleep for 2 hours. If it's an hour here, 30 minutes here, 20 minutes here, I kind of let it do its thing.
Have you ever overslept by accident?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the internal alarm clock wakes you up.
And I'm a big iron. Like, I iron before every game.
You iron?
Myself. Like, I love ironing. I found
iron?
that out, I don't know, 3 years ago.
You just love ironing.
I literally was ironing this today.
It is actually like a therapeutic thing when you get the whole ironing board out.
So I'm the whole ironing board, every hotel, I have to have it. And I didn't know I did it until like 3 years. Until someone I'm on the phone with like, oh, there you go, iron again. I'm like, iron again? What do you mean I'm ironing? Then I thought about it, like, damn, I'm literally ironing every fucking day.
Do you iron
Do
shit
iron a
do you
lot.
iron shit that you're not going to wear that day?
No,
Just what you're going to wear on the walk into the gym.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
So then you take your nap. You think a lot of players take naps?
A lot of people do, but then I heard the older that you get, guys start like talk wing and shit. So I think Steph Curry does like golf before, you know, just to take his mind off. I think he go shoot some holes and go from there right to the gym type shit. Some guys have to have naps, you know, like have to have. They don't have naps is, you know, you don't play well. Some guys don't sleep.
You ever dream about the game?
Not game, but like opponent. It'd be crazy.
So you're doing film study.
Yeah, but it won't even be like. It'd be like a guy like motherfucking Shabazz Napier or some shit. Raul Neto or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, man, I can't let him get off. I can't let him. Like, it ain't even about like Russ, Dame, or like.
Yeah.
It's always like, oh, it's okay. Fuck it, man. Peyton Pritchard, I can't let him get off. Type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how it is. If it is a dream.
I love that. They're
Yeah.
going into the game and they have no idea that Pat Bev's been literally dreaming about shutting them down.
And it's literally the same way while I'm in Europe also. It's a guy that I'm like, could you guys just give me numbers? Because I don't know names. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know all NBA names, just give me numbers. What does number 6 do? What does number 95 do? What does number 54 do? And they have wild numbers. I don't know why they're number 77 and shit like that. But it's like that overseas where it's just like, okay, I just need to refer to people by numbers because I don't know names.
Yeah. All right, Pat, I got one last question. Roback question.
Are you guys coming to Tel Aviv?
Probably not.
Okay.
Roback question.
Is that within 5 hours?
No, within, I don't know, 5 years.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, how long does it take to get there?
Tel Aviv?
Yeah.
From
From Chicago.
Here.
So I got to go here, New York, which is 2.5.
Yeah.
3.
2.
2. All right.
4 when you talk about like getting to the airport.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Right. And then I go 12-hour straight flight.
Probably not.
Nope.
Probably not going to do that.
All right, rollback
But
question.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We'll be rooting for you.
I'm talking about the Israeli culture and community loves me to death.
Yeah, we're rooting for
I
you.
have people that walk up to me in airport like, "Thank you for all you doing for Israel." In my mind, I'm like, I'm just speaking
Playing
on
basketball.
I'm literally
Yeah.
just speaking on what I experienced. In hooping.
Yeah. All right, rollback question. RHOBACK.com, promo code TAKE, 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts, rollback.com, promo code TAKE. So the Celtics won last year. Did you see Hank on the float with Joe Mazzulla? He went on the parade. He was on the duck
You
boat.
said Hank?
Yeah, Hank, right there, sitting right there. Producer, pardon my take.
Future dunker.
One of our best friends, known him for almost half his life.
No.
Hank was on the float with Joe Mazzulla.
Greatest day of my life.
Greatest day of his life. I asked that because, hypothetically, if you were to ever win a title.
Ron is there 100%.
Oh, no, I was going to ask for Hank. No, it was going to be Roan. Yeah. Would
Ron.
Roan be on the float or wherever with you?
Ron's in my wedding.
Okay, great. So
Yeah.
I just want to make sure, because I love Roan too. I wanted to make sure he will be able to live the day like Hank lived.
That's my nigga, Ron.
Okay.
Like you guys have no idea. You guys probably having an idea.
Yeah,
but
we have an idea.
I
You
like-
stole him from us.
Rowan's the man.
Yeah.
He's the best.
He's actually phenomenal. A phenomenal person first. A phenomenal husband second.
And he's insanely talented.
I've been around a ton of guys where it's either or. They're really good and they're a shitty husband. It's very rare that you get both. Phenomenal guy in both of those aspects. Talent wise, it's something that gives me Jim Carrey vibes.
Yeah. He can do anything.
Do you know what it is?
Anything.
It's also how effortless it is.
Yeah, it's not forced.
Because I feel like I have to work really hard
Yeah,
to be entertaining. He feels like you could throw him. I always said this about Roan too. You can throw him in any setting,
situation,
any setting,
situation.
any
Yep,
person.
I agree.
And he'll have a conversation that
Easy.
you want to listen to.
President of the United States suited up, wrong go be there.
Yeah.
Black dude in the hood, wrong go be there.
Yeah.
A Mexican don't even know how to speak English. Yep. Como te amo, wrong go be there. It's wild.
It's crazy.
We put him on football, he go be there. Put him on basketball, he go be there.
Yeah.
Son of a boy dad on fucking couch with his legs crossed, he go be there. Fucking Pat Bear Pie with Ron. Yeah, we talking about gangster shit and who fucking better, white guys or black guys. Ron go be there. He's absolutely phenomenal.
Wait,
So he'll be on that parade.
What was the answer to that? Who's better, white guys or black guys?
Remember Cooper Flag?
Jokic.
I think that's a difference. European is very different.
Why?
European.
You're white.
I know, but
You're the
European
whitest.
outranks both white and black. A woman who gets a European, she thinks she's one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you get a last name with an itch or some Italian name. Yeah, I think that woman for sure thinks she won. 100%.
Yeah, they are different. I mean that whole region with Luka, Jokic.
Well, mind you, it's I don't know 7-8 countries. Mind you, if it was just Yugoslavia,
It was,
still.
yeah.
Mind you,
They would be dominating everything.
It'd be people who won't make the team.
I know.
Yeah, who like super talented.
That's why they subdivided.
Yeah.
Was they had too much talent.
Yeah, they're bad for basketball.
Yeah.
They're like UConn women's hoop.
Had to break it up.
Crazy smoke.
All right, Pat. Everyone go subscribe to the Pat Bev Pod.
Please, we're
He's the
wrong.
best. Good luck for the rest of the season. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see you back in the NBA at some
Yeah,
point.
we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Pat.
Love gang.
Thanks, man. Patrick Beverley was brought to you by Uber Eats. It's football season, and Uber Eats is dropping undefeated deals on all your game day favorites. This week, enjoy buy one, get one free famous bowls from KFC only on Uber Eats. Fellas, I've been on a hot streak. I have not ordered food to the wrong location in, I believe, 3 weeks now, and it's because I'm full-time Uber Eats. Uber Eats lets me know if I'm not in the same location. I love Uber Eats for that reason. I had ramen last night. This week, getting that buy one, get one free famous bowl from KFC. And if you're craving even more, they've got you covered with game day deals on pizza, burgers, tacos, and more all season long. Uber Eats, the official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL. Order now for game day. Terms, taxes, and fees apply. See the app for details. Pat Bev was also brought to you by Duke Cannon. Maybe you've seen Duke Cannon products in Target, Walmart, your local hardware store. If not, let me introduce you. Duke Cannon makes a variety of men's grooming goods. They got the big-ass bricks of soap, thick body wash, beard care stuff, colognes, and hair wash. They also donate money to veterans each year through the Duke Cannon Veterans Fund. Simply, they give a damn, and their products work hard. They smell terrific. Most of the year, I'm a Sawtooth Thick body wash guy. The Sawtooth Thick is one of the best scents. Then in the fall, I like to switch up to their Buffalo Trace soaps. But during the holiday season, which is pretty much here, I put their big-ass lump of coal soap on my wish list. It's a holiday classic like Die Hard. Shop now at DukeCannon.com, Amazon, and Target, or at Walmart. They're everywhere. Go forth and save up to 20% on Yuletide soap bundles and gift sets. The products, the packaging, you won't find better gifts for the men on your list this year. Check it out, Duke Cannon, DukeCannon.com.
Okay, let's wrap up. We got Pardon Your Take. Henry.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. Aaron Rodgers is dismantling the Jets organization in retaliation against the COVID vaccine. This is all Aaron Rodgers' plan to get back at Big Pharma by destroying Woody Johnson's team from the ground up, sticking to the man and destroying the franchise.
I like it.
Woody Johnson, he did the one-shot thing. Aaron Rodgers gets traded to them, tanks their value.
I got a question for you guys. Did you know that there's like boosters for COVID?
I did know that.
I didn't.
Stop it.
Yeah, you knew that.
I got one shot 4 years ago, and that's it.
You didn't know that they release
I-
shots every 6 months?
That's the whole Stephen Chase
I knew
joke.
Stephen Say had shots. I thought there was like a new. I didn't know it was like the flu shot now. I thought it was like a new, like a whole new brand. I didn't know it was like seasonal boosters.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
like
crazy.
Travis Kelce, John Legend, they're talking about getting the new.
I thought that was a whole new shot.
Well, yeah, it kind of
Yeah,
is.
yeah, I know, but I didn't realize that like a flu, like you get the flu shot and then you get the COVID booster.
Yeah.
The booster.
I've only got one.
Mincy Boosts.
Yeah, I didn't. Have you guys got any boosters?
Fuck no.
I got one, I think 6 months after
Pussy.
after the first one came out.
I got one because you had to get the card to live. In
Yeah, I
New
got
York
that
City.
one. The Johnson & Johnson one was like the weakest one. It was the one shot. There was no follow-up. That was like 4 years ago. I didn't know that people were doing every single season. They
That's
were
why
like,
you got COVID.
I think old people.
yeah,
I think it's good for old
that
people.
makes and Stephen Chase
And Stephen Chase.
yeah.
I'm also wondering, the person who does these Pardon Your Takes as memes, I'm wondering if they're all going to be Jets Pardon Your Takes.
Oh, that would be a nice wrinkle.
That would be nice.
Wait, memes, was that your idea? That Aaron Rodgers tanked the Jets because he hates Woody Johnson?
No, somebody wrote that in.
Okay. What are your thoughts about that?
It's believable.
It is.
I'm dead. I have no
Yeah,
thoughts.
I guess I'm just an idiot because I didn't realize boosters. I don't know what I thought. I thought it was just a whole new, brand new vaccine, but I guess that makes no sense. So yeah, I'm dumb.
If you were to ask Aaron Rodgers if he tanked the Jets because of Woody Johnson, what do you think his answer would be?
Yes,
I think so, yeah.
for sure.
Pardon your take, but if your team's biggest rival doesn't consider you to be their biggest rival, you are little brother.
Yeah.
Example, if you ask a Michigan State fan who the biggest rival is,
Yeah.
they say Michigan, no question. If you ask anyone at Michigan, they're going to unequivocally respond that OSU is enemy number one. This exists in all sports everywhere. Sixers fans hate the Celtics. Celtics have a historical rivalry with the Lakers. Verbal meme, Mad Men, I don't think about you at all.
Yeah, no, this is all facts.
And it sucks being that little brother.
yeah,
Hank, have you tweeted about the Sixers at all today?
Yeah.
so you do think about
So you
them.
do think about
Well, it's because Hank hosts a national
didn't-
sports podcast,
I
so
didn't.
it's his
I
job.
was
And
reading-
sometimes a
I was
regional.
reading the fucking
Yeah,
question,
yeah.
dude. Those weren't my words. I was quoting the person
That's
writing
big time little brother energy you're giving off, Max.
That's fair.
I was quoting. I was reading
yes.
the question. That was not me saying that.
Who's the saddest
I
one?
think about you guys all the time and laugh. Like
Who's-
when I need to get a smile on my face, or when I need to just get a quick boost of serotonin, just think about the Sixers.
The saddest little brother?
NC State, that sucks.
Yeah.
Because you got Duke and UNC just duking it out, and they're like, hey, we don't like UNC. We don't like Duke.
Wake Forest is kind of in that spot.
Yeah,
too.
but I don't think that
They're even farther away.
they wouldn't consider themselves to be little brother to anybody.
Tobacco Road though. It's
Michigan
Yeah.
State's a high one.
I would agree with that, yeah.
Michigan State's a big one.
Commanders.
Yeah,
Anyone-
Commanders Dallas.
Anyone who thinks they're a rival with Notre Dame, Like Notre Dame has a million rivals.
Purdue would probably be like, Notre Dame's our big rival.
Yeah, like the only ones I really think for Notre Dame is like USC, and I mean they don't play it anymore, but Michigan, Notre Dame was.
I feel like Tennessee has a bunch that they don't have anyone that's.
Well, Tennessee has Alabama. Alabama, that's a little brother move by
like
Tennessee.
does, I feel like there's a few with Tennessee where no one says Tennessee's their main rival, but they have like 3.
I think Kentucky would probably say that Tennessee's biggest rival, right?
Yeah, and then Tennessee, little brothers Vanderbilt. But yeah, that's a good one. Tennessee, Alabama, and Alabama's like, no, it's Auburn, and it's kind of LSU too.
I would say the Mets are probably up there too.
For who?
Yankees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, did you say Kentucky and Tennessee?
I think that
Kentucky has Louis. Yeah, Meme said Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky has Louisville. That's their big rival.
What about football though?
Also,
oh, you think that they care more about?
Yes,
even though they're not in conference.
Definitely, they play every year. Yeah.
Little slander on a friend of the show here.
What?
But Meme sends questions. I'll read them.
Okay.
It's a hot one.
When J.J. Watt retired, people were having discussions about him being a first ballot Hall of Famer, which is absolute nonsense.
No, it's not.
He's not even on the top 20 for career sacks. Meanwhile, Jared Allen is number 12 on that list and has still not gotten in. I'm honestly not sure if Watt should ever be a Hall of Famer. Just thought someone should bring awareness to this issue.
Okay, so I love the take.
Yeah, listen, it's a fair, like, this is pardon your take. You bring the spiciest takes.
I would say that J.J. Watt's, how many Defensive Player of the Year awards does he have?
He won 3 and 4 years.
3 and 4 years, and he probably should have had an MVP somewhere in there.
So J.J. Watt from 2012 to 2014 was probably the best, one of, if not the best defensive players. Probably Lawrence Taylor is obviously number one. But
I mean, Aaron Foster was the best offensive player for a few years stretch.
He should be in the Hall of Fame too. I agree, Hank.
So he had 20.5 sacks, 10.5 sacks, 20.5 sacks, 17.5 sacks in those 4 years. That's an insane clip. 67.5 sacks or 68 sacks in 4 years. This guy's an idiot.
And he was dominant, and he was scoring offensive touchdowns too. J.J. Watt, if you look at the other guys that are eligible for the Hall of Fame, I will give you Jared Allen probably should be in the Hall of Fame.
He should, but I think the Hall of Fame, obviously you can go off career, but there's like, I mean, it's the Terrell Davis thing. Like his career wasn't super long, but the 3 or 4 year stretch where he was just so much better than everyone else. Jared Allen, he did not win a Defensive Player of the Year, so you could never say he was by far the best defender. I do think Jared Allen should be in the Hall of Fame, but he did have 22 sacks in 2011. But yeah, I mean he had a nice 4 year stretch as well, 5 year stretch. Jared Allen should be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean J.J. Watt shouldn't be.
Yeah, so J.J. Watt was so dominant in like a relatively short career. It's not like he only played a couple years and like burned out. He had a good career, but he was also so good in that short time period that he ended up putting up all-time numbers in a lot of categories.
Yeah,
and he was like double teamed constantly.
He was injured for 4 of his 12 years, so he pretty much played 8 years. Jared Allen played 12 years. He was injured. He played 16, like more than 14 games pretty much every single year that he was in the NFL. So he played more games. I think you got to go by games as well. 187 to 151. I don't know. Now I got to crunch the number sacks per game.
Because if J.J. Watt isn't a first ballot Hall of Famer, then I honestly would have no idea who a first ballot Hall of Famer would be.
And we all agree that Jared Allen should be in the Hall of Fame, so don't take it away from JJ just because you want Jared Allen in. All right, I'm doing the stats real quick. You ready for this?
Sacks per game?
Yeah. I'm doing it. JJ Watt, remember this number. Wait, is that right? No. Remember this number. Fuck, I can't do math.
Aaron Foster would be in the Hall of Fame if he wasn't an atheist. I want to say that for the record.
It's 0.75 sacks per game.
Science book.
Yeah, the science book that made him retire.
0.75 sacks per game for J.J. Watt.
I'm not saying that he's being discriminated. I'm saying that he made a bad move by being like, hey, guys, I'm an atheist.
0.72 sacks per game for Jared Allen. Jared Allen was really, really good.
So J.J. Watt had 0.03 more sacks per game.
Yeah.
Got it.
I'm happy we did that number.
Also, not to get too granular with it, but he played on some bad Texans teams.
He did.
That weren't exactly having to pin their ears back and rush the passer the second half of a lot of games.
Why don't we just flip this into a positive? We'll just become a Jared Allen should be in the Hall of Fame podcast.
Yeah.
He should. I made one of the least sold shirts I've ever made in my entire Barstool career. I made a shirt that said "Wine 'em, dine 'em, 69." And when we signed, I thought he was the finishing piece for the Bears. Second year of Trestman.
Or
Jared
Cowboy
Allen, he's going to do this. Holy shit, he's going to be awesome.
Also,
people didn't really want to wear a shirt that said "Wine 'em, dine 'em, 69 'em."
The fact that he bounced around so much is not good for his Hall of Fame case either.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously Vikings is the first jersey you come up with, but Chiefs, Vikings, and then at the end of his career.
Yep.
All right, while most people watch my Cowboys get dismantled like a cheap tent on Monday Night Football, all I can think about is how our beloved owner, Mr. Jerry Jones, actively attempted to murder multiple people with a piece of sheet metal. Under Section 15.01 of the Texas Penal Code.
I like this.
Attempted murder carries a charge of up to 10 years in prison. It's time we stop letting the elites off the hook and hold them accountable for their actions. If you guys could get Mike Portnoy Esquire to begin proceedings, that would be greatly appreciated.
Class action.
I mean, he got Mike Tyson, who couldn't even like stand up illegally commissioned fight in Texas. Like, this guy's untouchable.
He's tried to kill multiple people.
Yeah.
He took the top off in mid-November in
He
Dallas.
could kill someone.
Somebody's
and
going
still
to die.
Won't go to prison.
No. Yeah, he would not go to prison.
He would, or he would build his own prison like Pablo Escobar and
Yeah.
be like, just send me here.
Yeah.
He would just
It'd
open
Jerry
another
World.
jet. Jerry World.
Yeah, he just live in the stadium.
Yeah. That is the dream, though, to get like barely injured by a falling piece of metal in Jerry Jones Stadium. Oh, my God. You
Just
would
a scratch.
never see me again. I would be a billionaire. It'd be awesome.
Or you just get Cowboys tickets. That would suck.
Yeah, no, that'd be. Then I'd sue him again.
Yeah. Did you guys see the Paul Skeens giveaway? They're giving away a card, and if you get it, it's a rookie Paul Skeens card, and if you get it, you get 30 years of Pirates season tickets, 2 seats behind home plate.
Okay. It's an
You guys
interesting
in?
giveaway.
You guys in?
It seems like a burden.
It's a lot of years. It's a lot of years for Pirates season tickets.
Can you resell them?
I don't know. I would hope so. Here's what you get. You get
That'd be sick.
2 Pirates season tickets behind home plate for the next 30 years. Meet and greet with Paul Skeens. 2 Paul Skeens autographed jerseys. Softball game for 30 at PNC Park. That's awesome.
Yep.
That is the sickest. Wait, someone did it? Someone got it?
I don't know. I think the Pirates are looking for whoever pulls this card. So
To give it. Oh, they're trying to buy it.
Like the card is already
That's the Pirates.
out, but the Pirates are trying to get that.
So
card.
the Pirates are trying to get that card so they can sell it in like 4 years so they can pay Paul Skeens.
Yeah, and Livy Dunn also offered they could watch a game in the suite with her. That's one of the
In her box?
Yep, in the box.
Livy Dunn offered admittance to her box.
I didn't say it. Okay. Good show, boys. Good show. Let's do numbers. 3.
11.
Memes. You're never going to get it, memes.
36.
56.
77.
99 Puck. 33.
Jack.
21.
Everyone go?
I think Jack said 33.
What was your pick, memes?
56.
You've never gotten it.
Nope.
What was your pick, PFT?
77.
You also have never gotten it. Oh, that's what, memes picked last time.
I'm trailing him.
95. 95.
Love you guys.